Good afternoon, sports fans. Lander Tiger basketball is on the air. Today, the Lander Valley Lady Tigers are playing at home in the Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse against the Lovell Lady Bulldogs. And then later on this afternoon, around 4 o'clock, it'll be the Lander Valley Tigers and the Lovell Bulldogs. Well, good afternoon. This is Ernie Over along with Josh Henninger here today in Lander for this Class 3A basketball game. And Josh, we're in for, I don't know, this could be an interesting game. Lovell comes in today at 12-2, and the Tigers are 9-4 on this girls basketball time.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting matchup. Lovell had a really close contest against the Powell Panthers last night. A little bit of a trip down here from Powell, another 3-hour drive. But we'll see if the Lady Tigers are able to put together an awesome shooting night like they had last night against the Warland Lady Warriors and be able to put some shots into the hoop, some good outside shooting, and some good defense, good clean defense. There was not a whole lot of turnovers last night for the Tigers and not a whole lot of fouls, so hopefully they're able to use that same sort of combination and concoction that they whipped up last night and get another conference win.
Warland lost to Lander last night, 51-31. It was a 20-point lead for the Lady Tigers. And, boy, talk about shooting the lights out. Demi Stauffenberg, 3 trays in that game, including the last one that made it a 20-point lead.
Did 7 3-pointers last night.
Did I say 20?
You said 3.
Oh, I said 3. No.
7 3-pointers last night.
7 3-pointers last night.
Which, looking at it, would have been, I believe that's the second highest scoring total for an individual for the Tigers this season with 23 points.
Well, the Tigers come in with a couple players in double-figure scoring. Demi Stauffenberg with 11 a game. Ryan Bell has 10 a game, and Megan Winfield has 11 a game. On the other side of the ledgers, they have Katie Owens, who is scoring at 10 points a game, but that's the only player in double figure. They have a lot of scoring throughout their roster, and they rely a lot on teamwork. And if the junior varsity game was any indication, Lovell really knows how to move the ball. The Lovell junior varsity girls team defeated Lander 36-17. And there was a pretty exciting game over at the Ox Gym with the boys, Josh.
Yeah, the boys started off, had a little bit of a slow start against the Lovell Bulldogs, but I went over and checked the score. They were ahead by 8 with about a minute left, and the final for that one ended up being Tigers winning 62-54. And looking at some of that low score in the girls' JV game, that's right about par for the varsity girls as well. They've got the top team defense in Class 3A this year, only allowing 34.5 or just over 34 points a game, and the Tigers are not too far behind them, only 3.5 points. They're 5th in Class 3A, only allowing 38 points a game. So we'll see if we're going to have a shootout offensively, if we're going to have some lockdown defense and a good close basketball game with some Cobra grip defense by both teams.
You're listening to the Bailey Enterprises pregame show on KFCW, KFCW Facebook, and YO Today YouTube. Go with Bailey. Well, we're about 3 minutes away from the introduction of the players and the national anthem, and we'll be right back after we listen to this.
The team at Lander Dental provides a wide range of services, including preventive, cosmetic, restorative, and reconstructive dentistry in a caring, comfortable setting. Lander Dental Group, 799 South 2nd Street in Lander.
Hi, I'm Tom from Fremont Therapy Group, and we're going to be talking about running analysis. Running analysis has 3 components to it. Obviously, you look at the running part. That's kind of the gait pattern, looking at how well they strike the ground. The next part looks at how strong they are, their legs, also how flexible they are. There's certain muscles that become tight the more you run. And then the last part, it's looking at how well you move. So you're looking at ways to help you reduce your chance of injury. Come on in, you're gonna love it. We'll get you on the treadmill and start the process.
Want access to local news, sports, events, and more? Download the WYO Today app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WYO Today app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit wyotoday.com to download the WYO Today app now.
Welcome back to Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse. Josh Henninger with you as we are getting ready for the matchup between Lander Lady Tigers and the Lovell Lady Bulldogs. We'll go ahead and give you the starting lineups presented by Sutherland's. Sutherland's, Fremont County's home improvement warehouse in Riverton. We'll start with the Lovell Lady Bulldogs. Starting, senior number 3, Haley Rail. She will be joined by her sister, another senior, number 5, Alyssa Rail. Starting in a junior, number 10, Amy Newman. Another junior joining her will be number 11, Lily Edwards. And rounding out the starting lineup for the Lovell Lady Bulldogs, number 30, Callie Owens, who is also a junior. So you have the senior Rail sisters and 3 juniors in the starting 5 for Lovell. We'll go ahead and switch over to the Lander Lady Tigers with their starting 5. Same starting 5 that they've had for a while now. It's been pretty good. Defensively, you have number 1, Talene Tendor, the sophomore. And down on the block, you'll have number 10, Demi Stauffenberg, the senior, as well as the guard, senior number 11, Ryan Bell. Whitney Hansen, number 15, she's a senior as well. She'll be down on the low block. And rounding out the starting 5 for the Tigers will be number 23, Megan Winfield. She is a junior. So we will go ahead and take a quick break as they're doing national anthem, and we'll be back with tip-off between the Lady Tigers and Lady Bulldogs.
There are 2 ways to buy 4x4 gear, the expensive way and the smart way. The expensive way is when you buy a new truck or SUV and the dealer sells you the brush guard, the heavy-duty bumpers, the steps, lights, winch, you name it. He rolls it all in with your loan into your monthly payment. But here's the smart way. Shop at Wyoming 4x4, where you get expert advice from Dan, quality gear, professional installation, all for a whole lot less than you'd spend at a car dealer. Wyoming 4x4 on North Federal in Riverton. The smart way to roll.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at Du Bois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment. High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Well, Lander and Lovell, the Lady Bulldogs and the Lady Tigers, about to tip off here. The crowd is being introduced to the starting lineups that Josh just gave you. We mentioned that there's only one player scoring in double figures on a season basis for Kaylee Owens, but they have, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 players who score in the contest every game. So that's pretty good balanced scoring. They've got a pretty good bench, and it'll be a test for the Lander Lady Tigers this afternoon against the Lady Bulldogs. Lady Bulldogs again 2-0 in conference, 12-2 overall. Lander is 2-0 in conference, tied with Lovell, and 9-4 overall. And the Lady Tigers now being introduced to the crowd here at Lander Valley High School. Not a huge crowd here this afternoon, I expect it will get a little bigger here as we get closer towards 3:30, 4 o'clock. So the officials are the same that we had last night in the girls' game. And one more player to be announced, and then we'll get ready to go. And, as we talked about last night on the broadcast, Demi Stauffenberg and Megan Whitfield both averaging 11 points a game, but Demi last night had 22. Whitney Hansen averages 8 points a game, and last night Whitney only had 4, and the night before that she had 19. So we'll see which player shows up for the game today, Josh.
Yeah, looking at the stats on paper, both these teams are pretty evenly matched. Each category you look at as far as stats-wise and their game averages, they're right about within 5 of each other, whether it's points, steals, turnovers, all the categories are about the same.
Here's the tip, and it goes to the Lander Lady Tigers. Talene Tendor, bounce pass across the paint there underneath. Winfield puts a shot up, not good. Rebound on the floor. We have a whistle and a push, and a foul is going to be called against Lander. And it's with the Paul against Ryan Bell. Okay, so Ryan gets her first personal foul of the game. Lander in a full court press. Coming down with it is Kaylee Owens. There's a shot up and off, not good by Edwards. And then there's the follow, and 2 points for Haley Rail. Tigers bring it down court, and Ryan Bell falls down. Well, I don't know if she was trying to make a cut there or not, but she fell down, and the ball went off of Lovell. So the Tigers have the basketball. Here's the inbounds pass, kind of a double trap over there in the backcourt. Tigers pass it into the forecourt now. There's Tendor with it on the far side outside. Drives the basket, puts up the shot, draws the foul.
Great dribble drive by Talene Tendor, seeing that there's a gap there on the far side along the baseline. Takes it up strong, draws the contact. She'll go to the line for 2. Try to get on the board first here for the Tigers.
She takes the long step, and the long attempt is off the back of the iron. Not good. She had the massive foul free throw shooting troubles last night. She only connected on 2, and there she's 0 for 2 already. 2 out of 10 last night. Down court, here's Alyssa Rail. We have 2 Rail sisters on the team, Haley and Alyssa. With it now is Alyssa. She tries to dribble drive in. Can't. Blocked out. Kaylee Owens has it. Now to Alyssa. Alyssa over to Haley. On the near side now is Newman. Newman on the left wing underneath the basket. The ball's knocked away by the Tigers. Good defense. And Lander brings it down court. Whitney Hansen in the corner to Megan Winfield. Megan loses the basketball. She was just trying to move it in and lost the handle on it. Long pass downfield, down floor is intercepted by the Tigers. We go the other way. There's Bell over to Tendor. Tendor just outside the lane, moves in, puts a shot up. It's too short, not good. Alyssa Rail with the rebound. She brings it all the way down the court. Now off in the corner to Haley Rail. Her shot's good. 2 baskets now by Haley Rail, and it goes 4-0 on our wyotoday.com KFCW scoreboard. Lovell taking advantage of their first couple of trips down the floor. There's a shot underneath to Winfield. All alone, lays it up for 2. Megan Winfield with the first Tiger points of the game.
And that was just a good pass from Demi Stauffenberg up over the top. Saw that Winfield had the positioning that she needed on the low block. Easy 2.
Here's Rail in the corner to Haley. Haley to Alyssa. Shots up, not good. Edwards made that shot, rebounded by Winfield. We come back down the floor. Into the corner. Tendor's got a lane. She throws one up and draws the foul.
Again, Talene Tendor being aggressive, seeing that there's just enough of a lane there along the baseline to get behind that Lovell defense. She takes it up strong, draws the contact again, and she'll go to the line for 2 with the opportunity to tie the game.
This one's nothing but nylon. Taylene gets her first free throw.
She's shooting 58% from the line this year.
Bounces the ball twice, 3 times. This one is good as well. So we have a tie game now at 4 apiece, 5:07 to go, first period of play. Full court pressure, there's Owens. Owens has the ball knocked away, picked up by Ryan Bell for 2.
Great job on the trap on the far side. Good double team along the timeline. Forces a turnover and gets a quick fast break too.
Here's Alyssa and another turnover, 4th of the game for Lovell. All the way down, Ryan Bell to Whitney Hansen. Whitney makes a shot, and she is, the ball's knocked out of bounds. I thought she might have been knocked out of bounds too.
No, that was just a good recovery there by Alyssa Rail, getting the position behind her at the last second to get the good block.
Here's Hansen into Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg far side outside to Ryan Bell. Bell moves across the key to the right wing. In the corner, hands off to Tendor. Tendor looks to drive toward the lane. She's in the lane, pops it off to Winfield for 3. It's not good. It's an air ball. Pulled out of the air by Lily Edwards. Goes off to Alyssa Rail, and down court we go for the Lady Bulldogs. Off to Haley Rail. Haley in the lane, puts up the shot, off, not good. Fight for the rebound. Tendor comes away with it for the Tigers. Long outlet pass to Hansen. Hansen in the paint, turns around, off the glass. No, not good, too strong. And the rebound goes to Owens. Lovell down the court. There's Haley Rail. Haley to Owens. Owens in the paint, throws up a prayer, not answered. There's another one that goes in. Now that's perseverance, and she gets her first 2 points of the game, and we are tied again at 6. There's a nice drive by Tendor, who draws the foul underneath the Lovell basket. Personal foul on Alyssa Rail, her first, team's 3rd.
And Tendor is just taking advantage. She can tell that she's the fastest player on the floor. She's not letting that go to waste, driving it inside, drawing the contact, and getting the opportunity to go to the foul line.
3 in a row now for Tendor. Ryan Bell coming out. And coming into the game was Layla Norse. Norse had a quiet 10 points in last night's game against Worland. Good player from the floor. Next free throw, good. 4 in a row now by Taline. And it goes 8-6 on our YOtoday.com scoreboard. Long pass down court goes to Connie Hall. Hall is blocked out, double team, gets it on top of the key to Newman. Newman around the key, now back out on top to Edwards. Whistle, and we have a foul on the floor underneath. And it's going to go against the Tigers. And Layla Norris picks up this foul, her first, team 2nd.
Yeah, a little too eager, trying to get inside the passing lane there, trying to get the steal reached over the back, and she will get the foul for the reach-in.
Sherry Jolly comes into the game now, along with Bethany O'Tremble. There's the inbounds pass to Owens. Owens on top of the arc on the near side around the horn. Jolly has it. Now Rail. Rail in the paint, puts up a shot. No, not good. Rebound by Hansen and Rail. Hansen gets it away to the Tigers down court. Here comes Lander. Norris over to Tendor. Tendor in the lane, puts up a shot. It's not good. Fight for the rebound. Tendor gets it and hands it off to Norris. Norris back to Tendor. She launches a long one that hits the side of the bucket. Not good. Just drew iron on that one. Down court is Hall, Carrie Hall. Almost traveled with the basketball, but caught herself to Haley Rail. Rail moves to the left-hand wing, looking for someone inside. Owens up and in. Nice feed that time by Rail to Owens for 2. And we are tied again at 8. And a whistle and a timeout. Cyril Stauffenberg wants to talk about it. We're tied at 8, 2:13 to go, first period.
I'm Bo Clark, coach of the University of Wyoming rodeo team, reminding you that putting on a seatbelt doesn't take 8 seconds and it can save your life.
Go Pokes, buckle up!
2 minutes, 13 seconds to go here in our first period of play. We're all knotted up at 8. Lovell has the largest lead in the game at 4-0, and the Tigers tied it up, and now they've been trading points up and down the floor. Lander will have it out of bounds with Whitney Hansen. Official gives her the ball. There's the inbounds pass to Ryan Bell. Bell moves it to the right wing. She drives the lane, can't shoot, blocked out of there to Norris. Norris back to Bell. Bell moves it across to the key now. Drives it over to Winfield for a long shot that's short. Well, Josh, the Tigers haven't found the range yet.
Not quite. All of their points have been either from the free throw line or inside the paint. Haven't been able to dial it up from long distance. Looking for that outside shot from Demi Stauffenberg maybe to light up like she did last night, hitting those 7 3-pointers.
Cherry Jolly to take the ball out for the Lady Bulldogs. And when we have Lily Edwards coming back into the game, giving Kaylee Owens a bit of a rest. So on the far side, it's Cherry Jolly. Brings it in to Amy Newman. Newman walks it across the timeline, and there's the ball knocked out of bounds. Nice job there by Winfield. She read the eyes and knocked the ball out.
Yeah, she has great anticipation, being able to clog those passing lanes, getting there to get the steal opportunity, because that's exactly what Hansen does, going down with the fast break. And looks like she will get the foul and go to the line for 2.
Yeah, nice steal by Hansen, and she draws the foul, and it's Newman who gets the foul. So the first free throw shooter, other than Talene Tendor, goes to the free throw line. Whitney Hansen. And the shot is good. And the Tigers regain the lead at 9-8.
Whitney Hansen, one of the best free throw shooters on the team for the Tigers. She's shooting an 81% clip so far in this year.
And just as you say that, the free throw is missed underneath to Hansen, and shot is blocked. Rebounded by Norris for Lander, back underneath to Hansen. Hansen out to Ryan Bell in the corner. Winfield for 3, got it.
There it is. Megan Winfield going from her favorite spot on the wing, puts it up and in for her first tray of the game.
Lovell trying to get the ball across the half-court line. Finally they do. Now they got a 3-on-1 advantage. The ball gets away and it's kicked. So Lovell will retain possession with 1:08 to go here. Lander leading 12-8 on our WyoToday.com KFCW scoreboard. Edwards to take it out for Lovell. Holding the ball. There's the inbounds pass to Jolly. Back to Edwards on top of the key. She moves to her right side, tries to drive, shots blocked and out of bounds by Winfield. Lovell will have it underneath the Lander basket. A couple of more subs coming in. 2 of the starters returning to the game, Haley Rail and Kaylee Owens, are back in, and returning to the lineup, or going in for the first time, is Kiera Friday for Lander, and Demi Stauffenberg comes out. Lovell trying to get the ball inbounds. Finally, it goes into Hall. Hall on the near side to Alyssa Rail, and a travel. 5th turnover for the Lady Bulldogs.
That was just good defensive pressure there from the Tigers on the inbound play, as well as being able to collapse inside the key there. Man-to-man defense in the JV game saw them playing a lot of 2-3 zone. The varsity is playing man defense so far and doing a really good job.
In the middle to Hansen, under the basket, out to Winfield. Another 3 attempt. This one's short. Rebounded by Alyssa Rail. Double teamed in the backcourt. She manages to escape that. Still facing furious pressure. Bounce pass underneath the Hall. Hall doesn't shoot. Now she turns around and does. The shot's not good. Rebounded by Owens. Off to Rail for two. Alyssa Rail for two. That's her first points of the game.
That was good defense by Norse down low, staying straight up and down, not getting into the body. Unfortunately, she wasn't able to collect the rebound after the missed shot, and Rail takes advantage of it, puts it in for the putback.
Haley Rail with the foul on the play, and the Tigers have it in the backcourt, looking at that full court pressure. Just 6 seconds to go here in the first period of play. There's the inbounds pass to Bell. Bell at half court throws it over. She should have probably taken that shot, but she tried to hit Hansen in the corner, and they couldn't get it off. So at the end of one, it's Lander 12 and Lovell 10. Back after.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. John Shade, your Lander Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why John Shade is a proud sponsor of Lander Tigers basketball on KFCW. For all of your investment needs, call John Shade at 335-7722 or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
Entering our second 8 minutes of play here at the Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse in Lander, the Lady Tigers with a 2-point lead over the Lady Bulldogs. And when we start the play, it will be the Lander Tigers basketball. Ryan Bell to take it out. Let's see, we still have the same five on the court for the Lady Tigers. Full court pressure now. Bell hasn't gotten the ball yet. Now there she does. Inbounds it to Tendor. Tendor across the timeline on the right-hand wing. Drives it all the way down into the corner. Tendor looking for an opening. Lost the dribble. Picked it back up. Tosses on top to Norris. Norris drives underneath. There's a shot by Tendor that's not good. And the fight for the rebound is going to go to Rail. Rail down court for Lovell. Throws it out of bounds. Turnover number 6 for Lovell. They only average about 17 turnovers a game, and already they have 6. Tigers take it out. Norris down court to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg off to Norris. Norris bounce pass in the middle to Ryan Bell. She doesn't go inside but dribbles it outside. Looking for someone to throw it to. Now gets it over to Friday. Kiera Friday on top of the key. Now in the middle. Ball gets away. Friday has it in the lane.
Nice.
Lays it up and in. Very nice.
That is a great assist from Layla Norris over to Kiera Friday. Finds the lane and drives in for the easy 2.
There's a steal by the Tigers. And we've got 2 on 4 down underneath, and the ball's thrown away. Well, there's that cotton pick and bounce pass through the middle of the lane again, and it gets away, and it's a Tiger turnover. Back after this.
In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more, is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
Ever wonder why so many babies are delivered at Hot Springs Health in Thermopolis? Could it be the exceptional prenatal care offered by our providers? Or our convenient family practice clinics located in Thermopolis, Worland, Basin, Shoshone, and Riverton? Maybe it's our new OB suites with large jetted tub, or maybe it's the place where you know you can find all of this and more.
In the second quarter, 4-point lead by the Lady Tigers, 6:48 to go in period number 2. And we come out. And Lovell will have the ball in the backcourt. And it's Haley Rail, into Amy Newman. She brings it across the timeline, back to Rail. Rail drives the baseline underneath to Owens, alone for the nice put off the glass. 6 points for Owens in the game. Full court pressure, and it results in a turnover, and we have a double dribble, so that gives it right back to Lander.
Good break for the Tigers as Rail had the opening there on the inside. Unfortunately, couldn't decide which hand she wanted to dribble with. That'll be a turnover, and Tigers will take advantage here.
Here's Ryan Bell down to Stauffenberg across the timeline, down court underneath. The Friday shots up and in. Oh, what a nice shot. Second basket by Kiera Friday, and the Tigers go back out on top by 4.
Great shot and even better pass by Demi Stauffenberg. Saw the opening inside, led her perfectly for the easy 2.
Rail is fouled as she goes to the basket, and the Tigers will send her to the free throw line. And the personal fouls on Ryan Bell, her second. And at the free throw line is Haley Rail. She has 4 points in the game, her first free throw attempt. Shots in the air, good. Kind of wearing pastel-colored tennis shoes. Now she wipes the soles with her hand. Coming out of the game is Alyssa Rail. Going back in is Connie Hall for Lovell.
Coming into this weekend, she leads all Lady Bulldogs in free throw attempts with 53, shooting 57 of them, converting on 57% of them.
And makes both, and it's again a 2-point game, 16-14. Lander on top, and Kiera Friday, who just scored those 2 baskets, comes out of the game. And we have Norris is back in for the Lady Tigers. Here's Ryan Bell all the way down in the corner to Norris. Norris brings it around on top of the arc, reverses direction. Off to Ryan Bell. She launches a 3. Good. Ryan Bell with a tray, and it goes 19-14.
Tigers really like that left side wing position for their threes. Both of them that have gone in are pretty much the same exact spot on that far side wing.
Lovell with the ball in the forecourt now. Haley Rail with it. Rail drives it to the baseline, tries to back into the paint, but can't do it, and ball's knocked out by Stauffenberg. Lovell will have it. Whitney Hansen coming back into the game. Coming out for Lovell is Edwards, and coming back in.
Somebody's got to sit. Tigers have 6 people. There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
I was going to say they've got 6 players on the court right now.
All right, another substitution. Jolly comes in for Lovell. Out comes Haley Rail. Out of bounds, Newman. Newman's inbounds to Owens. Owens muscles her way in. The shot's not good this time. And Lovell comes away with the rebound. Nice rebound by Newman. Newman over to Jolly in the corner underneath to Owens. Owens falls down. The rebound is up and in, however. And that is Bethany Otremba with that rebound and the point. Tigers bring it quickly down the court, now leading by 3, 19-16. Bell on top of the key. Bell moves to the left-hand side now. Now to the right-hand side. In the corner, Whitney. Hansen. Hansen, under a lot of pressure, gets it off to Ryan Bell. Bell on the baseline to Winfield for 3. It's short. And the rebound goes to Jolly. Jolly bounce pass to get out of trouble to Newman, who brings it into the forecourt. Newman across the key to the right wing. Over it goes to Hall. Her shot's up off, not good. Hansen with the rebound for Lander. And here come the Tigers. Long outlet pass to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg in the lane, and we have a player control foul. as she just barged into the middle of that lane, and the Lovell player had already been set.
Yeah, Connie Hall set her tree trunks there in the middle of the lane, nice and solid. She saw that Stauffenberg was a little bit out of control there as she's trying to regather the ball. I don't believe Demi has scored yet in this contest after she scored over 20 points last night against Lady Warriors.
No points yet for Stauffenberg. Down court is Hall, and a travel. That's the 9th turnover, Josh, by Lovell. The Tigers have 3.
9th turnover, and Lovell averages 19 a game.
We're at the halfway mark of the second period. All alone underneath is Friday. Friday throws the ball away, but it's on the ground. Turnover Lander. Owen picks it up. Down court, Newman, coast to coast, shots up, draws the foul. Friday going to pick up the foul, and that is her first.
Yeah, unfortunately, she's trying to get the position there, and when she did so, she had a little bit of a swim move across the body of the Lovell player, and she'll get called for the push, and that will send Amy Newman to the line, and she is shooting 50% from the line.
Well, she hits the first. Coming out of the game now is Connie Hall. Coming in, returning is Lily Edwards. Second shot coming up here. And this one hits the front of the rim, not good. Picked out of the air by Newman for Lander, or by Whitney Hansen for Lander. Down court to Bell. Cross court, Winfield. There's another three. Good! Megan Winfield with her second 3 of the game. And it now goes 22-17 on our scoreboard. Still in the backcourt. Lovell manages to get across and traveled with the ball. 10th turnover by Lovell.
Tigers doing a really good job with that full court press. They're either getting the trap right where they need to at the timeline and in the backcourt, or as soon as they get it into the forecourt, they're able to close out very well and force the Lady Bulldogs to travel as they can't decide what to do when that weak side help comes over for the double team.
Otremba comes out of the game, and returning is Haley Rail. She knocks the ball out. Hansen was right there along with the official, so the Tigers still have the ball. 3:15 to go until halftime. Inbounds to Friday. Bounce pass over to Norse. Norse on the right wing stops on top of the key to Friday. Corner, Hansen. Hansen all the way to Bell underneath the basket to Friday. Oh, what a nice pass from Bell to Friday. And Friday has picked up her 6th point of the game, and it's 24-17, largest lead. Whistle and a foul on Norse, I believe.
And it's either going to be on Norse or Winfield. Both of them are there.
Winfield gets the call. Her first. 6th team foul, not a shooting foul. Coach Chris Edwards substituting liberally here. As coming out of the game now is Cherry Jolly. And re-entering is Alyssa Rail. Tigers Norris comes out of the game. And Tendor's back in. All right, for the Bulldogs, Newman. Newman off to Rail, Alyssa Rail, on top to Owens. Owens, across the key it goes. All the way across the key now to Haley Rail, to Alyssa Rail. There's a long 3 from outside that's not good, and it goes off of Landers. Tendor and out of bounds.
That one was a little bit of a pinball wizard. Winfield was expecting it to bounce off the rim. It doesn't. Goes right off the backboard, bounces off her hands into the legs of Bell and out of bounds. Bulldogs will get the team rebound.
Edwards on top to Newman. Newman has the ball knocked away, picked up by Alyssa Reel. Now on the near side, Edwards has it, loses the ball. It's on the floor. We have a held ball, and it'll stay with Lovell on the alternating possession. 2 minutes, 7 seconds to go. First half, Lander by 7, 24-17 over the Lady Bulldogs. There's the inbounds pass, Newman to Owens. Owens across the key, back over to Edwards. Edwards in the middle, the ball's knocked away. Another turnover. Sloppy pass, and the Tigers intercepted. Here's Ryan Bell in the corner. Winfield, no, not for three. Rebound by Hanson. She's fouled and not one. She'll get two.
That was just a good job inside by Whitney Hanson, fighting for the rebound, getting the position. Even though she had Bulldogs surrounding her, she's able to get the rebound. Putback attempt draws the foul. She'll go to the line for two. This is her first time at the line tonight.
Her second
time, sorry, and she's shooting 81%.
And gets that one, so she's 2 of 3 from the line so far. And the Tigers go up now 25-17, 8-point lead, largest of the game. Whitney eyes the hoop. There's the shot, and this one is off, not good. Rebound goes to Newman. Long pass down court is to a rail, and the ball is taken away. Another turnover. Down court, it's underneath to Newman.
Oh.
It's knocked away and out of bounds. Why do I keep saying Newman? We don't have one on the floor.
Bulldogs have a Newman.
Yeah, the Bulldogs have a Newman. Coming into the game is Libby Mickelson. And coming out of the game is Edwards. Tigers have it. Winfield out of bounds into Hanson. Hanson hesitates underneath to Tendor. Ball's knocked away. Hanson comes up with it. Shot, no. It's off the back of the iron, not good. Owens with the rebound. Off to Edwards. Edwards brings it down to Newman. Newman, bounce pass, whistle, and a foul on Tendor. Yeah, it's Talline's first personal foul. And that's the 7th foul, and the Bulldogs will go to the line. They have one foul to give before Landers in the one in bonus. Newman is 1 for 2 at the line. 2 for 3. And the score goes 25-18. That ends the Tigers' 6-point run. Next point, good. She got them both. So she's 3 for 4. Quickly, it's Tendor down the court. Winfield from her favorite spot hits it again. Megan Winfield with her 3rd tray of the game, and it's 28-19 on our scoreboard here at the Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse. Almost a triple team on the far side. The ball's on the floor in the backcourt, picked up by Newman. It was touched by the Tigers, so it's not an over and back. Newman all the way in, short jumper off the glass for 2. That's her first basket of the game. And a turnover by the Tigers right under the basket. Lovell has another shot. There's a long one, up off, not good. Over the back call on Alyssa Rail.
Tigers falling asleep a little bit there. They thought they had the steal opportunity at midcourt. Bulldogs able to recover it, and then Newman just takes it in all by herself. Nobody covering the lane, puts it up and in. And then on the inbound pass, it was Alyssa Rail who was able to get right in front of Bell, who wasn't paying attention. Gets the steal, and luckily the Tigers were able to close out on defense, prevent them from scoring. And they'll go to the line for the 1-and-1 bonus, as the first one is good. 17 fouls apiece, 32 seconds left here in the second quarter. Each team's in the bonus. And Talene Tendor is looking to put in the second one to extend the lead.
And it's in and out, not good. She had hit 5 in a row at that point before missing that. Rebound comes down to Alyssa Rail. Newman again drives, shot's not good. High for the rebound is Winfield. Winfield for the Tigers brings it down on the far side to the corner. Underneath, bad pass. Turnover, and Lovell has it now. There's a pass stolen away by the Tigers. Another turnover for Lovell. 3-on-1 underneath. Shots up. Oh, it's not good. As Norris tried to hit it just before the buzzer, and the half ends. And the halftime score, Lander Valley Lady Tigers 29 and the Lovell Lady Bulldogs 21. Back after this.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Powell, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
Is your resolution this year to be healthier? You may have made a commitment to improve your physical health, but don't forget about your financial health. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union is listed as one of the healthiest credit unions in the U.S., and we are the healthiest credit union in Wyoming, according to depositaccounts.com. Don't risk having your accounts anywhere else. Become a member today and accomplish your first resolution by becoming healthier. Financially speaking, that is. Federally insured by NCUA. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
Former University of Wyoming quarterback Josh Allen is worthy of Wyoming.
23 plays into my first start here at the University of Wyoming. I dropped back, kind of went through a progression. I saw the middle of the field kind of open up. I decided to lower my shoulder. His helmet went straight into my collarbone here. We landed on the 20-yard line. At that moment, I knew something was really bad.
So Josh's collarbone was pretty bad. He had broken in multiple places and it required hardware fixation with the plate in order to get it back together.
It was devastating news to me and my family, just knowing that, it could have ended 23 plays in.
We had no question whether we could perform the surgery here given our wide range of varying subspecialties within orthopedics.
I would recommend Premier Bone and Joint Centers. The thing that made me feel really comfortable with them was they made it feel like your own family.
I think he'll have no problem performing in the NFL. His rehab and his recovery done very well, and I don't see any restrictions on him whatsoever.
They want the best for you, and they won't steer you wrong.
Let us show you why we're worthy of Wyoming.
And halftime score, Lander 29 and Lovell 21. Looking at individual scoring for the Tigers, Megan Winfield is the leading scorer at halftime with 11 points for the Tigers. Tallene Tendor and Ryan Bell each have 5. 6 points by Kiera Friday and 2 points by Whitney Hansen. And for the Lovell Bulldogs, we have 6 points by Kaylee Owens and Haley Rail, 5 points by Amy Newman, 2 points by Bethany Otremba, and 2 points by Alyssa Rail. And that's the scoring. Lander led at the end of the first period 12-10, and Lander outscored Lovell 17-11 in that second period for the 29-21 halftime lead. Lovell already has 13 turnovers in the game, and they average 17 for a game, so they're not playing a good ball control game so far. Lander has 5 turnovers in the game. Lander had 7 fouls in the first half, and Lovell had 6. Looking at some scores last night, Josh, we had some interesting games. One that went down to the wire. Buffalo beat Thermopolis on KDNO 59-54, and the Bison women defeated the Thermopolis Lady Cats 57-26. Shoshone boys defeated Riverside 43-32, and the Lady Blue lost to Riverside 37-26. Wyoming Indian defeated Big Piney, and this is interesting, Josh. The final score of the boys' game was 43-38, and the final score of the girls' game 43-38.
That doesn't happen often.
Wyoming Indian won both of those. Wind River at St. Stephen's was postponed. The DuBois boys really ran over Midwest 90-21, and the DuBois girls made it a sweep with a 34-27 win. And today we have Shoshone's playing at Big Piney, St. Stephen's at Grable, DuBois is at Meeteetse, and as you just noticed, Josh, Lyman has a big lead on the Lady Chiefs playing down in Lyman, down in Uintah County. And we'll be back with more of our halftime show and the start of the second half after this.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Ballard, Dr. Hinkle, and Dr. Frazier offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
Why should you choose Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care? In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-3941 today. That's 332-3941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time.
Back again at Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse in Lander, the first game of a doubleheader today, Lander and Lovell at halftime. The Lady Tigers leading 29-21. And then coming up around 4 o'clock, we will have the Tigers and the Lovell Bulldogs. In this game, the Lady Bulldogs come into the game with a 12-2 record. Lander's 9-4, but Lovell hasn't looked that good so far in this contest, Josh.
Yeah, so far they're not doing very well in their shots. They've had a lot of turnovers, averaging 19 turnovers a game, and they already have 13 here at halftime. I know that's something that head coach Chris Edwards definitely addressed to his team, saying they need to clean it up. Overall, there was not a whole lot of fouls. I mean, in the end of the first half, both teams were in the 1-and-1 bonus. Both teams did not go into double digits, which is very good. And both these squads average about 15 fouls a game, 15 for the Tigers, 13 for Lovell. So far they're right about in that area, but the turnovers is the big thing. Tigers need to continue to do that, to force those turnovers and be good with the defensive end of the ball, as well as taking advantage of good scoring opportunities and scoring on majority of them. So hopefully the Tigers can keep it up and see if they can close out this second half.
Well, the coach of the Lovell Lady Bulldogs, Chris Edwards, was late getting back out on the floor. And the girls had already huddled up after their little warm-up. And here comes Coach Edwards out of the locker room. Big smile on his face, and they're ready to go. Okay, Tigers have the ball. It'll be Whitney Hansen. Hansen looking to Tendor to start the play. Tendor in the backcourt moves it across the timeline on top of the arc. Moves over to the left wing, takes it all the way, lays it up and one. Oh, what a drive by Taylene Tendor.
Taylene Tendor moving to her left, moving to her right, sidewinds in between the two Lovell Lady Bulldogs, puts it up and in, draws the contact for the traditional three-point play if she converts this free throw.
And I don't think Lovell was expecting her to do that at all because the lane was wide open. There's the rebound, and we've got the ball on the ground. It's kicked away, picked up by Amy Newman. I shouldn't say kicked because that would be a violation. And we have a foul on Tendor, and that'll be her second. That last Lovell foul, by the way, was on Haley Rail, and that's her third. So the Tigers will be back on defense. Amy Newman taking it out for the blue and white clad Bulldogs into Owen in the corner underneath to Rail, and the ball's knocked away. Turnover. Tigers bring it all the way down. Megan Winfield in the corner. Hansen has it. Hansen moving across, bouncing the ball now. She's on the left wing. Hands it off to Tendor. Outside the arc, Tendor moves to the left. There's a shot up off and not good by Ryan Bell. Rebound goes to Newman, and there's a turnover again. Picking it up is Hansen. Hansen had Ryan Bell all alone, but she hesitated on the shot, and it went to Lovell, and now we've got a tie-up, and it'll go to Lovell on the alternating possession.
Yeah, unfortunately, Hansen was a little bit too late. She knew that she had Bell there, but then I think when she was trying to pass it, she lost the handle of it, had to recollect it, tried to do the no-look behind the back pass to Bell, and by that time, the Lady Bulldogs had recovered on defense and forced a turnover.
Yeah, Haley Rail intercepted that pass, but the held ball whistle, and we have
timeout?
Timeout for some reason.
Yeah, I think Lovell called timeout.
Lovell called a timeout.
Yeah, Chris Edwards didn't like something that he saw, so he went ahead and called the timeout. 30-second timeout. Tigers doing a good job here in the first half. Did a really good job defensively, and so far in the second half, they've continued those active hands. Unfortunately, there was the one foul called on Ryan Bell there on the far side for the reach. But other than that, Tigers have done a really good job with their anticipation, clogging up the passing lanes, as well as getting those active hands in without committing a lot of fouls. One thing that we did see in that first half, Demi Stauffenberg did not get in the scorebook with any points after she had that seven made three-pointers last night in the 23-point scoring effort. Hopefully she's able to get it in gear here in the second half.
Lovell with the basketball. Owen on the far side outside. Moves it, she anticipated moving it, but Hansen was there, so she changed the play underneath. Rail, shot is up and not good. She draws the foul and will go to the free throw line with 6:34 to go here. And it's Ryan Bell picking up her third personal foul. At the free throw line, Alyssa Rail only has a bucket to her credit so far in the game. And that stays the same. He misses the free throw. Coming into the game now is Layla Norris, and Ryan Bell goes to the bench with 3 fouls for the Lady Tigers. Rail back at the free throw line. Deep bend, and the shot is short. And the rebound out of bound, and it'll go to Lovell. It bounced right off of, I think, Tendor or Norse. So Lovell has the ball, trailing by 10. It's the second 10-point deficit that the Lady Bulldogs have had today. There's the inbounds pass, goes to Edwards. Edwards, long NBA drive. No, not good. Owens with the rebound and falls down. Maybe because she had a little help falling down. We got a foul on the Tigers. And it's in Tendor, and that's her third. So 2 Tigers with 3 fouls apiece. apiece.
Tendor has 2.
Tendor has 2. She has only 2 fouls. Oh, I wonder where the third one I wrote down went to. Okay, here we go. Alyssa Reel. Edwards has it now. Edwards in the paint, puts up a shot to nobody, out of bounds. It'll go to the Tigers. 16th turnover. They average 17, so they're way ahead of that mark. Or way behind, depending on your orientation there. Here comes Tendor. She's going to go all the way down, tries to dish it off to, is that Stauffenberg? Yeah, but it's stolen away. 2-on-2 fast break. Shot's not good. Rebounded by Stauffenberg. Outlet pass to Hansen. Hansen, underneath it goes to Winfield. She fouled as she goes up to the line, and it'll be Alyssa Reel with the personal foul.
Great anticipation and vision across the court by Hansen, seeing that Winfield had to put the inside positioning on the low block. Gives it to her over the top. She's unable to get the shot to fall, but does draw the contact. She'll go to line for 2, missing the first one on the season. She is shooting 63% from the charity stripe.
That's only the 5th missed free throw by the Tigers this afternoon. She gets the 2nd, and it goes the largest lead, 32-21. 5:51 to go here, third period. There's the ball knocked out of bounds, and it'll go to Lovell. They say last touch there by one of the Tigers. Amy Newman has it out of bounds for Lovell. Well, she doesn't have it yet. Official talking to the players. There, she's got it now, inbounds. Goes over to Edwards, underneath to Owen. There's a bad pass out of bounds. 17th turnover. And, Josh, they've matched their season average.
Yeah, or just about. They average 19 turnovers a game.
I've got 17 here, so my eyesight must be off. Okay, here we go. Tendor breaks the press, but she's knocked into the bleachers, and that'll be a foul on Haley Rail. That's going to be her 4th. 4th personal foul. Coming in to replace her quickly is Connie Hall.
Probably won't see her for the remainder of the third quarter, I would be willing to bet.
I think you're probably right on that. You can take your Bitcoin to the bank. Okay, here we go, down court. Hansen in the corner. Stauffenberg. Across the court it goes. Tendor. Tendor drives the basket up. Oh, shot is really long. Norris gets the rebound. Norris in the corner to Winfield. She does a pass back out to Tendor to Hansen. Hansen just inside the arc, doesn't shoot. Fires it over to Tendor. There's a shot that's going to be short, and the rebound goes to Hansen, and she is fouled on the play by Kenna Walker. That'll be her first personal foul. I'm sorry, Connie Hall. First foul on Hall. And coming into the game, Libby Mickelson. And coming out of the game is Alyssa Rail. At the baseline there, Stauffenberg gets it in to Tendor. Tendor drives at the lane, puts up the shot and in.
Nice.
Good drive by Tendor. She got the roll, and down it went.
Yeah, she's done a really good job of finding those slim openings inside the paint. Drives to her left-hand side. She's right-hand dominant, so that's a little bit of a harder drive going to left. Puts it up and in for 2, as well as the Lady Bulldogs come down and get a good shot from inside with the contact.
And Demi Stauffenberg picks up second foul, number 2, and Owens hits her 8th point and goes to the free throw line for her 9th point, and she does. And we have Friday coming back into the game.
Scoreboard has Stauffenberg down for 3 fouls, just FYI there, Ernie.
Well, that's where the extra foul on Tendor apparently goes to Stauffenberg.
Solved it.
Okay, solved it. All right, here comes Tendor. Tendor down the court, stops at the baseline. On top to Hansen, 4:35 to go. Off to Winfield. A little bit of a weave going on here for the Tigers. In the corner to Hansen. Hansen at the free throw line. In the corner it goes to Tendor. She drives the lane, puts up a shot, and draws the foul.
That's about the 3rd or 4th time she's done that. Going in the corner, drives along the baseline, has just a skosh of space, wiggles her way through there, draws the contact, but looks like they're going to call the foul on the floor. so it won't be a shooting foul. Tigers will inbound it from under their basket.
Mickelson gets the foul, inbounds pass to Norris. Norris loses the handle on the ball. 6th turnover by the Tigers, all the way down. Laying it up and in is Newman. That's her 7th point of the game. And the Bulldogs have now scored 5 in a row, and it's 34-26, 8-point lead. Now here's Winfield, answers. No, oh, it rolled off. I thought that was going to go in, but it didn't.
It looked good.
Rebound by Mickelson, off to Newman. Newman comes down, stops at the baseline, turns around on top of the key to Mickelson. Now around the horn it goes to Hall. On top, Newman has it, and the ball knocked out away. Nice reflex there by Winfield.
And I'll tell you what, Megan Winfield definitely is, if she were to be a football player, she'd be an excellent safety. The way she looks at the eyes of the player that she's defending in anticipation and going inside and blocking those passing lanes. Just great defensive active hands by Megan Winfield.
Newman, guarded by Hansen out in the forecourt, gets it away, and there's a steal by Tendor. Tendor all the way, lays it up. It's not good. Rebound goes to the Tigers. Tendor, and there's a foul before the basket. So the personal foul is going to go against Lovell, and it's 15, and that's Mickelson.
Tendor is giving her teammate Whitney Hansen a little attaboy there as she saved her from that. Had she been looking across the key, she would have seen that Hansen was open on the other side.
Winfield for 3, not good, and a foul on Norris. My high school wrestling coach was D. Mickelson. I wonder if this is one of his grandkids.
Maybe.
I bet it is. He was from Lovell. Here's the inbounds pass over to Newman. Newman, bounce pass, has it stolen away. Great move by Norris. In the lane. Oh, shot's too short. Tigers have been doing a lot of that. The shots have been too short. There's another steal by the Tigers. Here's Tendor. She backs into the lane. Can't shoot, so she is going to be called for 3 seconds.
I knew that was coming as soon as she stopped trying to turn around, find somebody. She was in there planted at 2, tried to look around, and it was closer to 5 seconds. But
Lily Edwards comes in. Of course, we had great help from the officiating crew that time by the Lovell fans.
Oh, yeah.
They were all yelling, 3 seconds, 3 seconds.
Quite a bit of them here sitting in front of us on the quote-unquote visitor side of the floor.
Yeah, here we go with Newman. Newman down court to Owens. She bowls her way in off the glass for 2 more. Or to Owens, I'm sorry. She now has 11 points in the game, and it's 28-34. Down court, the Tigers have been outscored now on a 7-0 run by Lovell. Hansen on top of the key. Tigers did have an 11-point lead, and it's down now to, it goes up. There's a nice shot by Winfield.
Winfield finding space there right at the charity stripe. Puts up the easy jumper, and that will end that scoring streak. Tigers extend the lead to 8. 2 minutes left here in the third quarter.
Underneath to Owens. Owens has the ball knocked away. Another turnover, 20th turnover, all the way down to Hansen. Hansen from 7 feet doesn't shoot. She brings it out on top of the key now, looking for some help, and she gets it off to Norris. Norris to Tendor. Tendor in that favorite spot near the baseline decides instead to bring it out. On top of the arc, now to the right wing in the corner. There she goes in the baseline. A nice block on the play. Holy smokes. That one was just swatted out of the air by Amy Newman.
Looked like that was it Newman or Edwards down there?
Well, it was either 10 or 11. I wasn't sure their uniforms
either
are
way,
crinkled.
I mean, Tendor had the opening. She drove along the far side of the paint, along the baseline, and good recovery by the Bulldogs get the block out of bounds.
Hansen on the far side on top to Norris. On the left wing now to Winfield. Winfield, and she's fouled by Edwards. That'll be Edwards' second, I believe.
And I believe, that puts the Tigers in the bonus. So Winfield will go to the line for the 1-and-1.
So tonight in the basketball game, or this afternoon, Winfield has 14 points. She's 1 for 2 from the line. Now 2 for 3. And the score goes back up 37-28, 9-point lead by the Lady Tigers. Next shot, just as good as the first one, and it's 38-28. So they withstood that little rush by the Lovell Bulldogs. Now let's see what the defense can do. They've been great. They forced a lot of turnovers this afternoon, some unforced. On top of the key now is Summer Teeter, who just came into the game. Teeter on top to Mickelson. Mickelson, hook shot underneath. There's a shot up, and a foul is going to be called on Friday. Little blocking foul there, even though she had her hands up in the air, got her with the body.
Yeah, Friday had the good positioning. She had her hands up, but unfortunately she kind of crowded. Anytime you sit inside there and want to put your hands up, you want to make sure you are straight up and down. You want the player to come into you instead of you going into the player, and that's what Friday did, crowding a little too close to send the Lovell player to the line.
And the first free throw is good. 57 seconds to go here in the third period of play. The next one is up, and it's also good. That's kind of a unique delivery there. It's kind of like a jump shot at the free throw line. Here comes Hansen. Hansen for the Tigers brings it into the forecourt. Gives it off to Norris now. Norris moves to the right side. Norris tries to drive. It's picked up underneath the basket by Darian Bell, who just came into the game. And the ball knocked free. Norris picks it up all alone on the far side. Lovell kicks it out of bounds, and the Tigers will have it. 33 seconds and 5/10 to go. Long inbounds pass to Norris. Norris over to Darian Bell on top. Friday has it now. Friday, 22 seconds. Oh, and throws it out of bounds, intended for Hansen. Pass was just a little bit too long. Went right in front of Hansen, and she couldn't reach it. 20 seconds to go, and Lily Edwards coming into the game now, replacing Mickelson. 20 seconds to go. There's the bounce pass in. Goes to Connie Hall. Hall, bounce over to Newman. Newman on the near side has the ball knocked away. Nice reflex there by Whitney Hansen. And who's coming in? Oh, Owens is going to come in, replacing Connie Hall. So now Newman to take it out of bounds. Passes it in to Teeter. Teeter, long jump shot, no, and a foul after the shot. And that's going to be the 6th or 7th on the Tigers. Let's see, foul is going to be on Winfield. That's her second. And both teams are now in the one and bonus. 33, Summer Teeter is in the game. Shots up, good. Kind of funny, when I was talking to Coach Edwards earlier before the game, he says, oh, Teeter's not going to play. Here she is at the line, just got her first point.
There's always that little bit that coach wants to try and keep you on your heels about.
That's right. Teeter's next shot, just like the first one, and it goes 38-32, a 6-point lead now. 2 seconds to go. There's a long one by Winfield. Oh, it hits the rim and bounces off. So after a 3 period of play, it's Lander 38 and Lovell 32. Back after this.
Related injury. What's more is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
Ever wonder why so many babies are delivered at Hot Springs Health in Thermopolis? Could it be the exceptional prenatal care offered by our providers? Or our convenient family practice clinics located in Thermopolis, Warland, Basin, Shoshone, and Riverton? Maybe it's our new OB suites with large jetted tub, or maybe it's the place where you know you can find all of this and more.
Well, we're going into the final 8 minutes of play, and Lander's 11-point lead has evaporated down to a 6-point lead now, 38-32, as Lovell outscored the Tigers by 2 in that third period, 11-9. Lovell, though, has 20 turnovers on the night, and Lander has 8. So Lander playing good ball control, but they need to get the ball in the hoop. They've had a lot of shots tonight. Landers will take the ball to start the final 8 minutes of play, and there's the inbounds play to Ryan Bell. Ryan Bell in the corner. Off to Darian Bell. Darian to Friday. Friday underneath the basket to Stauffenberg. She's fouled as she goes up for the shot. And Demi looking, she had 23 points last night. She's looking for her first point tonight. Third foul on Amy Newman.
And that was great vision, great anticipation, giving the ball off to Demi, who's cutting inside from the backside low block. She misses the first one on the season. Demi Stauffenberg is shooting 69% as she has the second most free throw attempts on the team with 36.
And she hits the second one, 39-32 now, 7-point lead, 7:44 to go. There's the escape of the trap and stepping out of bounds for the 21st turnover is Lovell. So the Tigers will have the ball. Lovell looking a little more intense here on defense, but they drop back to half-court defense now, letting Bell bring it into the forecourt. She goes to the left-hand wing, stops, hands it off to Kiera Friday over to Hansen. Hansen to Darian Bell. Darian back to Hansen. Hansen turn around in the lane. Shots up and one. Nice move by Whitney Hansen. That's the sweetest move we've seen from her all night.
Goodness, I heard the whistle. Wasn't sure if it was going to be a foul or if it was going to be a travel. It looked like she was able to get through with a couple of moves. Sounds like the Lovell faithful didn't quite like that call. In the end, Hansen gets the basket. She'll go line for the traditional three-point play, and she will convert it. Tigers now up by double digits.
Yeah, it's 42-32 as the Tigers respond to that Lovell run with a minor run of their own. Newman with the ball on the near side to Alyssa Reel. Underneath, Owens' hook shot is not good. Her rebound is not good. Fight for the rebound, comes away. With it is Alyssa Reel underneath to Owens. Owens underneath. Shots up. Ooh. Foul on Lander.
I thought Stauffenberg got ball on that one, but the referee along the baseline said otherwise. Got her on the arm, and she will send Alyssa Reel to the line for 2.
Fourth foul on Demi Stauffenberg. 0 for 2 is Reel at the free throw line. And this one drops in. 42-33, 9-point lead, 6:49 to go. Reel. Connie Hall comes in now. Coming out is Amy Newman. So Reel at the line.
That was pretty good. Newman comes out. The referee was holding up his hand, and she thought it was the coach, so she came in and gave the ref a high five as she came off the floor.
And the shot is good. It's an 8-point lead now. Here's Ryan Bell. Bell all the way down underneath. Oh, and a foul. You know, Bell has never been in a position to make those shots. She's made one. They always hit the bottom of the rim.
As long as she's drawing the contact, she can hit the bottom of the rim all she wants. As long as she can go to the line for the free throw. The Bulldogs have switched. They're now in a 3-2 zone for the defense. They've got 3 players along the perimeter, 2 along the baseline. Both Bell and Tendor doing a good job of finding the opening, driving inside along the baseline where that person is missing on defense and drawing the contact, go to the line for the free throw attempts.
And she gets 1 of 2. Rebound goes to Haley Reel, 43-34. There's another steal on the other end by the Tigers. Tigers have it. There's Darian Bell for 2. It's a little bit short. Ball's knocked out of bounds, and it'll stay with Lander.
Ooh, that was close. Two players went in at the same time. I saw a Tiger player tip it, but it must have gone off the fingertips of Lady Bulldogs. Tigers retain possession. They'll have it inbound play from under their own basket.
Stauffenberg, long inbounds pass to Ryan Bell, over to Hansen. She hesitates for the three, doesn't take it, backs her way into the lane, then kicks it back out to Stauffenberg, and she she had palmed the ball. Well, Searle didn't particularly like that one. And a bench warning. So that was the 9th turnover by the Tigers.
And that was on Searle Stauffenberg. That ref did not like what he said, and I think he about had enough.
Yeah, well, it was obvious by the tone of his voice.
Yeah.
There's a steal by Demi Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg off to Ryan Bell. Ryan tries to go in the baseline. Is blocked out. Now the ball's loose, held ball, and it will be Lovell's ball with 5:55 to go. 9-point lead by Lander. And checking in now is Tendor, and coming out is Darian Bell. And coming back into the game is the Newman for Lovell, and coming out is Alyssa Rail. So Newman takes it out for the Bulldogs. Not much pressure on the inbounds pass. Newman, long pass down court. Underneath it goes to Hall. Hall's shot is too long. It goes across the baseline.
Oh.
Picked up by Rail, and whistle and traveling called. So that's the 23rd turnover by the Lovell Lady Bulldogs. No high fives for the official this time.
Nope, not that time. And a lucky break there for Ryan Bell as she lost her shoe on that transition. Looked like it got stepped on, gave her a flat tire, and she lost the shoe.
Here comes Tendor into the forecourt, moves to the left-hand wing. Now she reverses course. The ball's knocked away from her. Turnover, Lander, their 10th. Down court, here is Owens. Owens' shot is not good, and she draws the foul. And it's Winfield, and that's the 3rd on Winfield.
Friday. Kiera Friday.
Well, they yelled on 24?
Yeah.
Kiera, that's her 3rd. Sorry, Megan. Shot is up and good by Owens. A little bit of rivalry between the two sides of the gym going on right now.
Yeah, we got a little bit
It's getting a little lively.
A little heated here. There's not much, there's no student section, but the parents are starting to chip in with it.
7-point lead, 43-36, 5:20 to go in the game. Here comes Tendor with the ball, avoids the trap at half court, and a blocking foul is going to be called on Newman. That for Newman will be number 4, and it is the double bonus. So Tendor goes to the line.
And we'll see how the Lady Tigers respond. The games that they've won, at this point in the game, they've had those wins more than well in hand by double-digit leads, with this one being down to 7 points, and Lovell being one of the better teams in 3A, especially in the 3A West, leading the quadrant so far. See how the Tigers respond if they're able to close this one out against the Lady Bulldogs.
5 for 10 from the free throw line now for Tendor. She missed the first one, second one coming up. And she gets this one, and we'll have a substitution. 44-36. 8 points lead, 5:12 to go. Lovell's Chevy Jolly just checked into the game. She makes it. No, there's the steal by the Tigers. All alone, underneath, layup, and not good. It's knocked away, but the Tigers will go to the free throw line. Personal foul on Lily Edwards. Unofficially, that's 4 on her. Now the scoreboard agrees. So Ryan Bell at the line. She's 1 for 2 tonight, has 6 points, now 7.
The big thing for the Tigers is both teams are going to be in the double bonus the next foul that the Tigers commit. So they need to make these free throws, take advantage of having the 2 for sure free throws at this point, and see if they can extend that lead as they now have it back to double digits.
46-36, ball in the backcourt. Lovell fighting off the double pick there, or the double team on the far side. It's Rail with it. She's
Nice.
tied up,
Oh.
and they're going to call a foul
Dang it.
on Ryan Bell. And that will be 4 on Ryan, I believe. I thought that might have been a tie-up, but there must have been some contact there.
Looks like she may have had a little bit of a hold on the arm as she went for the ball. So now both teams in the double bonus. Any foul that is committed, there will be 2 free throws attempted by either team.
Alyssa Real, 2 for 4, and she misses that one. 2 for 5, 4:46 to go. Tigers by 10. Dribbles the basketball a half a dozen times. Deep knee bend, and the shot is not good. Owens with the rebound, not good. She's tied up, and the Tigers get away with the ball. With it is Bell. A lot of contact down there, no foul. Bell brings it down for the Tigers. I think a little bit of break there for Lander. Bell has it at the baseline, throws up a prayer. No, she gets her own rebound, comes out of that, and she passes across court to Winfield. Winfield in the corner, Tendor. Tendor dribbles it around, whistle, and we have a foul on Lander for a push, and I think that's going to be, 30. No, it's against Lovell, Kaylee Owens. And going to the line is Kiara Friday. She has 6 points in the game. Now still 6. It bounced around and didn't drop.
Not a lot of free throw attempts for Kiara Friday. She only has 9 registered on the season coming into this weekend, shooting 44% from the charity stripe.
Here we go. There's the next shot. Good. She got 1 of 2, and it's 47-36. Again, an 11-point lead for Lander. We're almost halfway through the final period of play. Underneath the basket, ball gets away, and it's picked up by Lovell. With it is Jolly. Jolly on top of the key to Mickelson. Mickelson, there's a shot off the glass and in. And that will be Connie Hall gets that, her first basket. And Tendor gets the foul, and that is her 3rd.
That was just great vision from Nicholson and Hall. Hall seeing that there was nobody guarding the low block on the far side of the key. She decides to leak down towards the baseline. Mickelson sees her with the motion, gives her the good pass. Hall takes the extra dribble just in case so she doesn't get the traveling call. Puts it up and in, draws the contact, and with this free throw opportunity has a chance to convert the and one as Ryan Bell and Kiara Friday come off for the Tigers, and Stauffenberg and Norse re-enter the contest.
Shot is not good. Ball's knocked out of bounds by Tendor, and Lovell will have it. 3:59 to go. Lander leading by 9, 47-38. And coming into the contest for Lovell is Bethany Otremba. Coming out now is Mickelson. Taking it out of bounds, Amy Newman. There's the inbounds pass, and it goes off of Lander's Winfield and out of bounds. It was attempted that time to get to Owens in the lane. Let's see what they do this time. This time it goes into Edwards. Now over to Newman. Newman underneath to Owens. Owens' hook shot is not good. Rebounded by Stauffenberg for the Tigers. Off to Tendor. Tendor comes down. Her Lovell player fell down on the play. Underneath the lane, Norris off to Tendor. Tendor on top of the key. That time, Tendor just whizzed right by her, and down she went on the floor.
A little bit of a hesitation move. That was enough to get her ankles all tied up, and down the floor she went.
Tendor into Winfield for 3, not good. And the rebound goes to Lovell with 3:16 to go. Lander leading by 9. Here we come down court. Newman has it. Newman goes over to Hall. Hall at the free throw line, behind her to Edwards. Edwards has got the ball. Underneath the baseline, the ball's knocked away. Picked up by the Lady Tigers. 2-on-1 break. Knocked out of bounds by Lovell. Good reaction by Newman. And coming back into the game for the Tigers is Ryan Bell with 4 fouls. And who's coming out? It'll be Whitney Hansen. So under 3 minutes to go now. Lander by 9, 47-38. Here's the inbounds pass to Tendor, far side outside. On the right wing, over to Bell. Bell charges the lane, has an open shot, draws the foul as she goes up for the shot.
Bulldogs still sitting in that 3-2 zone on defense. Bell recognizing that, seeing that the key is wide open, does a little crossover dribble, gets the positioning, goes in for the shot, gets the contact. She'll go to line for 2 following this timeout. Tigers lead 47-38 here in the fourth quarter.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
Okay, Josh, we just got a score from Cody Beers.
Yeah, it looks like the Lyman Lady Eagles avenged their 2-point loss to rival Mountain View last night by scoring 10 3-pointers against the Lady Chiefs. Lyman Lady Eagles take the win 67-38. The Lady Chiefs are now 12-3 with all 3 losses coming against 3A teams.
Ryan Bell hits the first of the free throws, and it goes to a 10-point lead now. 48-38, and the second shot goes in as well, and it's 49-38. Tigers with that 11-point lead, under 3 minutes to go. Whistle traveling. That is the 25th turnover by Lovell.
That's a lot of turnovers, and the Tigers barely just have double digits. They're 10 or 11.
They've got 10.
Yeah.
Okay, 2:38 to go. Tendor brings it down for Lander. All the way down toward the baseline. Got a little bump there. Off to Norris. Norris to Bell. Bell backs up a few steps. Goes across the lane. She's got a lane and a foul. And we're going to have a foul called on Lily Edwards.
Wow.
That is going to be 5. 5 fouls on Edwards. Well, fans getting a little testy on that one. They didn't like that call, did they, Joe?
Yeah, I think maybe they're thinking it was going to be an illegal screen on Winfield where it would have been an offensive foul. But seeing how Edwards was still standing and Winfield went about 5 feet across the floor, I think we knew who drew the contact and who was the aggressor.
50-38. Tigers by 12 with 2:17 to go. Now by 13, 51-38. And Lovell, time of desperation here for the Lady Bulldogs. There's Owen. Owen on the far side gives it, or Owen has it. She gives it off near side to Haley Rail. Shots up, partially blocked. Ball's on the floor. Shot goes up. No, not good. Foul, no foul. Rebound and a foul going to be called on Tendor, and that'll be her 4th.
Tendor kind of just giving a long look at the official there. She didn't agree with that call. She believes it was all ball. She tried to poke it away. A little bit of a fire drill there inside. A bunch of bodies on the floor trying to get the rebounds, and Owens will end up having the advantage. She'll go to the line for 2.
She's got 13 and now 14 points in the game. 51-39. Clock at 1:51 to go. Tigers looking to hold on here. Next shot is in the air, and this one's not good. And Winfield goes high for the rebound. Long outlet pass down to Hansen, all alone, lays it up. Oh, no whistle. Ball's on the ground. Coming away with it is Winfield for the Tigers. Minute 39 to go. Winfield on the far side outside to Hansen. I thought Hansen was going to have a layup there, but went too short. Underneath, Bell now. Bell on top to Hansen. She doesn't shoot the three, which she's very capable of. And on top now, oh, there's going to be a turnover over and back. That's going to be the 11th against the Tigers. 25 turnovers by Lovell this afternoon. A minute 20 to go. It's a 12-point lead for Lander. There's the inbounds pass. Goes right back to Newman. Newman, far side outside. Down court to Teeter. Teeter in the lane, bounces the ball off her foot, but it's picked up by a Hall across court to Newman. Newman back over to Teeter. Teeter in the lane, forces a shot up, not good. Rebound by Owen is up and good. That was good persistence by Owen, and it's a 10-point game under a minute to go. The Tigers might have the upset here, Josh.
Yeah, they need to do a good job at this point to kind of play hot potato possession and try to keep this ball as long as you can. There is no shot clock, so as long as they're able to keep possession of the ball, they can run the timeout. It looks like Lovell will now go into the intentional fouling to prevent Lander from doing just that, and it'll send Hansen to the line for two.
Kaylee Owen with the foul. Hansen today is 3 for 5 from the free throw line. And now 4 for 6. And it goes 52-41, 11-point lead, 34 seconds to go. I think we can call this for the Tigers.
I think so.
Okay, next shot is not good. High for the rebound is Owens. 30 seconds to go. Tigers still putting on the pressure. Hall falls down on the floor and is limping. Ball's knocked out of bounds by Lander. Let's see how, Teeter is limping. Lovell has it with 25 seconds to go. Tigers are going to get a big win in conference play. There's a missed shot. Nice defense by the Tigers. Here's Layla Norris bringing it down for Lander. Norris in the corner to Hansen, and she's fouled. You know, I've always wondered why they foul leading or trailing by 11 with 14 seconds to go. There's no way they can get back in the game, but they seem to do that. So Hansen is back at the line again, and she hits it. Big win for the Lander Lady Tigers this afternoon. Hansen's next shot, see, she's got, nothing but net. So she has 2, 4, 6, 8 points in the game. 10 seconds to go. Down court, Hall has the ball knocked away, stolen away by Ryan Bell. Another turnover for Lovell. 1 second to go. That's the game. Lander 54 and the Lovell Lady Bulldogs 41. The Tigers go to 10-4 and more importantly 3-0 in conference. And the Lady Bulldogs drop to 12-3 and 2-1 in conference. So in the battle for first place here, the Lander Lady Tigers win 41-54. And we'll be back right after this.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Powell, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
Is your resolution this year to be healthier? You may have made a commitment to improve your physical health, but don't forget about your financial health. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union is listed as one of the healthiest credit unions in the U.S., and we are the healthiest credit union in Wyoming, according to depositaccounts.com. Don't risk having your accounts anywhere else. Become a member today and accomplish your first resolution by becoming healthier. Financially speaking, that is. Federally insured by NCUA. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
Former University of Wyoming quarterback Josh Allen is worthy of Wyoming.
23 plays into my first start here at the University of Wyoming. I dropped back, I kind of went through a progression. I saw the middle of the field kind of open up. I decided to lower my shoulder. His helmet went straight into my collarbone here. We landed on the 20-yard line. At that moment, I knew something was really bad.
So Josh's collarbone was pretty bad. He had broken in multiple places and it required hardware fixation with the plate in order to get it back together.
It was devastating news to me and my family, just knowing that, it could have ended 23 plays in.
We had no question whether we could perform the surgery here given our wide range of varying subspecialties within orthopedics.
I would recommend Premier Bone and Joint Centers. The thing that made me feel really comfortable with them was they made it feel like your own family.
I think he'll have no problem performing in the NFL. His rehab and his recovery done very well, and I don't see any restrictions on him whatsoever.
They want the best for you, and they won't steer you wrong.
Let us show you why we're worthy of Wyoming.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Ballard, Dr. Hinkle, and Dr. Frazier offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
Why should you choose Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care? In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-3941 today. That's 332-3941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time.
Well, last night at halftime of the boys' game, Cyril Stauffenberg was commenting that Demi, his daughter, had 23 points in the game before. Whitney Hansen had 19. Well, tonight it was Megan Winfield who came up, finished the game with 18 points to lead all scorers in the Lander win. Also in double figures, Talene Tindor and Ryan Bell with 10. Whitney Hansen just missed double figures with 8. Kiara Friday had 7, and Demi Stauffenberg had 1. And Lander outscored Lovell 16-9 in that final frame, Josh, and they hit 14 points from the free throw line to help cinch that win.
Yeah, they did a real good job from the free throw line tonight. There's one place that they struggled last night against Moreland, Sounds like they had a good shoot around this morning or in warm-ups, and they were able to sink those free throws.
And the high score for Lovell was Kaylee Owens. She ended up with 16 points, the only player in double figures. Amy Newman had 7 points. It was Haley Rail with 6. 4 points each by Alyssa Rail and Brittany Otemba. 2 points each by Libby Mickelson and Connie Hall. And that's it. The Lander Lady Tigers move to 10-4 on the season, 3-0 in conference. And the Lady Bulldogs move to, they dropped to 12-3 overall and 2-1 in the conference. So Lander takes the conference lead here tonight with this. I would have to say it's an upset win.
I would think so.
You have a team
definitely
coming in with 12 wins and you beat them. That's pretty good. Well, we've got the Bailey Enterprise pregame show coming up now for the men's game, which will tip off here in about 4 minutes. And we want to remind you that the Lander Tigers come into this game averaging 46 points a game, and the Lovell Bulldogs averaging 45 points a game. Lander's record overall is 3-8, and the Bulldogs are 4-8. Lander's 1-2 in conference play, and Lovell is 0-2 in conference play. And this one might look good for the Tigers, at least on paper.
Yeah, it looks like they might have a little bit of advantage, at least on the offensive side of the ball. They do have, unfortunately, they have had a little bit of tough time shooting this year, but like we've mentioned before, it's not that they're putting up difficult contested shots. They're putting up good shots, they just can't get them to fall. But definitely the leading scorer for the Tigers, averaging double digits, is Tissot Gwena. He's averaging 11 points per contest. Just below him, second leading scorer is Brendan Stauffenberg. He's just under 10 points a contest. He's also leading rebounder for the Tigers with 6 points. When it comes to the defensive end of the ball, Tigers not doing very well. They're only averaging 7 steals a game and forcing 15 turnovers, whereas Lovell Bulldogs have 9 steals a game and they're forcing 18 turnovers. Fouls are about the same, 15 and 14 apiece respectively. And scoring, it's literally half a point difference. Rebounding, though, looks like Lovell Bulldogs are a little bit better at 25 and Tigers are at 22. So again, just like in the girls matchup, I mean, pretty close on paper. Both teams are looking to find a footing here in conference play in their quadrant. Both had a little bit of a rough start. Tigers have had a real rough start this year, but definitely you can attribute that to the stiffer competition that they went against, battling in the class above them, and a lot of their preseason games in the invitational tournaments and all that going on was all against 4A competition. And then, of course, that contest they had earlier this week against Riverton Wolverines, another 4A team. But, you know, it's one of those that the Tigers have what they need. They have those pieces in place. It's just a matter of getting those shots to fall. And it's good looks, good clean looks, and looking to see if Tissot Gwena can kick his game in the next gear and kind of take that leader mentality and start shooting the ball and making those shots for the Tigers.
I had a nice chat with Brian May, the Lovell head coach, before the junior varsity game this afternoon, and he was telling me they left quite a few players back in Lovell. So we'll see. One of the starters today is junior Ben Nichols, who hasn't scored any points so far this year. So that tells you that they might be down a little bit, but he might be a great rebounder. You know, you never know.
Exactly.
Hey, we're 1 minute away from the start, and let's go to Josh for the starting lineups.
All right, we'll start with the visiting Lovell Bulldogs. Starting will be number 1, the junior Carter Lundberg. Along next to him will be number 3, the junior Trey Wambeck. Junior number 10 will be TJ Sheeler. And rounding out the starting 5 will be junior number 32, Ben Nichols. Looking at their roster for varsity, looks like they only have 2 seniors on the roster. Both of them are not starting. That's interesting. Maybe something that Lovell can work on, having some younger players build that cohesion with multiple people and see if they can continue for next year. Going over to our side of the ball, Lander Tigers starting will be number 3, senior Kellen Donahue. Next to him will be senior number 4, Jace LeClaire. Along on that low block position will be number 5, the senior Tanner Bird, as well as senior number 11, Tisso Gwynna, the 3rd guard. He is a senior as well. And rounding out the starting 5 for the Tigers, number 23, the junior Brennan Stauffenberg. So that's the starting 5 for the Tigers. They look to try and get another notch in the win column and conference play. See if they can help keep that mentality of what Stu Mullen said of getting that number 2 seed going into the conference tournament in that first weekend of March.
Okay, interesting, the hairstyle report tonight, Josh. For the 3rd game in a row, Brennan Stauffenberg has a new hairdo. He had cornrows against Riverton, and last night he didn't have cornrows, and tonight he's got a bun. So interesting how these players with their superstitions change their hairstyle and their tennis shoes. And we'll see if the bun makes any difference tonight.
Yeah, and for once it looks like the Tigers maybe have a height advantage against the Lovell Bulldogs, or maybe it's just the starting 5 that they have out there right now. Brendan Stauffenberg and Tanner Bird definitely are the 2 tallest players on the court for either team. See if the Tigers can take advantage. We're getting ready for the tip-off between them and the Bulldogs.
Tisso Gwynna with a wrap on his knee, and he gets the tip from Stauffenberg. So the Tigers going left to right here at the Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse. There's Jace LeClaire over to Bird. Tanner Bird looks like he wanted to shoot but didn't. Around the horn to Donahue, now to LeClaire. LeClaire to Gwynna. Gwynna drives the baseline, blocked out there on top. LeClaire for 3, it's short, not good. Rebound bounces off a couple Lovell players and finally goes to Padilla. Padilla on top to Nichols. Nichols, the tallest of the Lovell Bulldogs, over to Padilla outside the arc. All alone, drives the paint, puts up a floater. No, Stauffenberg gets the rebound for Lander. Quickly down court to Bird. Bird in the lane off to LeClaire. He doesn't shoot the 3. Backs into the lane, now kicks it back outside. Gwynna has it on the far side. On that left wing, now to Jace LeClaire on top to Donahue. Donahue does a 360, loses the basketball. Turnover Lander. He got a little bit too fancy on that one, just lost the basketball off his foot. So down, Lundberg gives it off to Padilla on top of the key. Padilla high above his head goes to Sheeler. Sheeler back to Padilla, right side outside. Looking for someone on the top, gives it to Lundberg. Lundberg tries to drive into the free throw line. There's a bounce pass over to Wambach. Wambach can't shoot, he's blocked out there by Bird. Now it goes to Sheeler. Back out to Padilla. Padilla drives the lane, does a 360, puts up another shot that's good.
Ooh, that is a good move there by Padilla. A little turnaround, step back jumper, puts it in for 2.
Here's Tanner Bird for 3, and it doesn't answer. Padilla with the rebound for Lovell. And we go the other way. The Bulldogs in blue uniforms with black stripes down the side, and they've got gray numbers trimmed in black. So here on the far side, a blocking foul is going to be called against the Tigers' Donahue. That'll be his first personal foul. First team foul. Lovell will have it out of bounds. Carter Lundberg to take it out for the Bulldogs. Bounces into Padilla. Padilla, far side outside. Now on top to Lundberg. In the lane, shots blocked by Donahue and out of bounds.
That was good recovery by Donahue. Lundberg had the advantage as he was going inside, had the positioning, driving to his left. And Donahue comes back with the swat and make Lovell reset the play.
Lundberg has it now for Lovell after the inbounds play to Padilla. Padilla dribbles on the left wing, gives it off to Lundberg. Lundberg at the free throw line over to Nichols. Nichols can't shoot it, so he gives it back over to Lundberg. Lundberg, there's a bounce pass, little floater. Oh, that was a pretty shot by Trey Wambach.
Wambach finding the empty space there in the towards the higher end of the key near the free throw line. Good little pass leading him just enough that he had the opening, put up the floater for 2, and that will extend the lead 4-0. Tigers yet to score almost 3 minutes here in the first period.
And Padilla picks up a foul on the offensive trip down the floor. Tissot Gwynna to take it out into Jace LeClaire. LeClaire moves it across the key to Gwynna. Gwynna fakes a drive inside, then loses the ball, picks it back up. Little body contact there. Gwynna over to LeClaire on the near side. Donahue now. Donahue across the key to, that's Brett Washburn who's in. Bennett Washburn. Shot is up, off, not good. There's Donahue. His shot's off, not good. Rebounded by Washburn, and we have a foul underneath the basket on Lander. And it's on Washburn, his first. Second team foul against Lander. Here's the inbounds pass. Lander putting on a little bit of pressure. Trey Wambach brings it down the court for the Bulldogs. Off to Lundberg. In the corner goes to Sheeler. Sheeler, the ball is knocked away. Turnover, Lovell. Picked up by Tissot Gwynna. Gwynna down court to Washburn. Washburn had LeClaire open but couldn't get it. There's a 3 ball by Gwynna. It's up off, not good. A little bit too strong. And Padilla comes away with the rebound. We're almost halfway through the first period of play, and it's 4-0 Lovell. There's the inbounds pass, goes to Nichols. Nichols underneath the Lundberg. No, he gets the rebound, pulled off by Lovell. They've got the ball. There's a up and under by Trey Wambach, and he gets his third basket of the game. Stu Mullins calls timeout. The Tigers trail 6-0.
During winter storms, it doesn't take long for roads to turn slick. Snowfall is often accompanied by high winds, and blowing and drifting snow can make it difficult to see the road. Speed limits are based on dry pavement conditions and good visibility. Be ready to reduce speed and increase following distance. Crashes are twice as likely to happen when it's slick out, and it's usually because someone is driving too fast for conditions. Remember, when there's ice and snow, take it slow. This message is brought to you by WYDOT.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
Well, Stu Mullins wanted to stop the bleeding early, so he calls a timeout. The last couple of games, Tigers have drawn behind 14-0 and 9-0, and now it's 6-0, so he wants to stop this and get the Tigers on the board. Stauffenberg underneath, Washburn for 2 and 1. Washburn with a nice basket, and he is fouled and will go to the line for the old-fashioned 3-point play.
And I will say that was an expertly executed timeout there by head coach Stu Mullins. We come in, have a good play, immediately get it inside to Washburn, who definitely has the height advantage over any of these level players. Up and in for 2, draws the contact, see if he can get the 3-point play with the converted free throw.
Nichols and Lundberg come out of the game. And we've got 30 is in there. That's Crumrine. Shot's good by Washburn. He makes it an old-fashioned 3-point play, and we've cut the lead in half now. Level 6, Lander 3. Full court pressure. Long pass down court to Sheeler. Sheeler's double-teamed. The ball is stolen away. Tissot underneath, lays it up. No! Rebound by LeClaire. His shot is good.
Great anticipation there by Tissot Gwynna. Well-timed double team along the timeline. Gets the steal. Goes down with the fast break. Luckily, LeClaire bails him out with the missed bunny. Puts the putback up and in. Tigers now down by 1.
Padilla on top of the key. Whistle. And we have...
What?
I don't know. Oh, we have a child on the floor.
Oh.
There was a little kid on the floor, and they stopped play immediately so the kid wouldn't get injured. Well, a smart move by the officials that time. Ball's back in play. Padilla gives it on the near side to Seth Harvey. Harvey has it, loses the ball out of bounds. It'll go to Lander, second Lovell turnover.
And Tigers going back into that 3-2 zone where they have 3 players along the perimeter, 2 along the baseline. They do a really good job when they stay in their positioning, but sometimes the one thing that has been their bugaboo is they will over-pursue when the ball goes from one side of the key to the other, leaving that third person open on the opposite side. They'll have to be sure and be wary of that, not to over-pursue and keep their defensive zones where they need to be.
Jace LeClaire comes out of the game as Colin Weaver goes in. Tissot to Weaver. Near side, Donahue. Donahue makes a couple of moves, fires on top to Washburn. Now over to Braden Lincoln. Lincoln loses the basketball. We have a race to the basket. Shots up off, not good. Tip is up, not good, and a foul on the Tigers. Wambach tried to make the shot, and it was too strong. And the first personal foul on Braden Lincoln.
And that was a good defensive recovery there by Callum Wheeler. He's able to get down the court, prevent the easy layup on the fast break. Unfortunately, they did get the contact on the putback as the first free throw is converted here by Lovell.
And Lovell stops the 5-0 spree by Lander. Coming out of the game is Trey Wambach now. Second free throw up for Sheeler is good, so he got both of them, and it goes 8-5. Lovell with the lead. Here's Gwynna, 3 minutes, 11 seconds to go. First period of play. Gwynna over to Washburn. In the corner to Lincoln. On top to Wheeler. Back over to Donahue. He drives the baseline, gets blocked out there. Over to Washburn. Now to Gwynna. Gwynna doesn't take the shot, fires on top to Wheeler. Wheeler in the corner. Whistle and a double dribble. Well, he doesn't believe it, but everyone else did.
Yeah, I couldn't see it. He was right there in front of the Lovell bench. There's enough players and fans stand up. He's kind of covered there in the corner. But the referee was right there in position along the baseline. He had a better look at it than I did. Fortunately, it's another turnover for the Tigers.
Harvey into Nichols. Nichols on the far side to Sheeler. Sheeler drives it to the baseline. In the corner it goes to Nichols. He puts up a shot. No. Rebound. Oh, nice block on the play by Donahue. And a tie-up, and they don't call it. And it goes on top now, and there's a pass from Sheeler underneath. No. Tip is up. No. Rebound goes to Sheeler. Shot is up, and he is fouled. Well, the Tigers could have gotten a rebound there, but 3 offensive boards. And the foul goes against Colin Wheeler.
Yeah, it's not like they didn't have enough people down there in position. I saw 3 white jerseys along the baseline fighting for that rebound. Unfortunately, Lovell was able to get their hands in there a little bit faster as he has now made 3 free throws in a row, Sheeler for Lovell.
9-5 now, and this one's not good. Rebound pulled down by Stauffenberg, who just came into the game. Off to Gwynna. Gwynna on the right side to Stauffenberg. To Gwynna in the corner. Gwynna wanted to make a move toward the baseline, was blocked out there. Instead, dribbles it on top. Around the horn it goes to Donahue. Donahue to Stauffenberg. On the right wing to Lincoln. Lincoln at the free throw line, stops, fires it back out to Washburn, now to Gwynna. Gwynna all the way in the corner to Donahue, puts the shot off the glass and in for Kellen Donahue, his first basket, and it goes 9-7. Tigers only trail by 2. Carter Lundberg with the ball in the lane. Almost traveled with it, recovered in time to get it to Crumline. There's a three-pointer that's way off the mark, not good. Rebounded by Stauffenberg. He loses the basketball, gets it right back in the backcourt, gives it off to Gwynna. Gwynna into the time, across the timeline before the 10-second violation.
Just before the 10-second violation.
Yeah. Gwynna all the way into the baseline, on top to Washburn, to Lincoln. Lincoln at the baseline, stops, lays it up. No, not good. It was tipped kind of away. Ball's on the floor. We have a held ball. Well, a lot of action underneath the basket. It'll go to Lovell on the alternating possession. Just under a minute to go in the first period. It's 9-7 Lovell. Sheeler comes out of the game. Going back in is Padilla. Nichols is in. Harvey comes out. No, Harvey stays in. Nichols comes out. All right, here's the inbounds play. That one was almost intercepted by the Tigers. Lundberg over to Wambach. Wambach down court to Harvey. Near side Padilla. Padilla with the ball. Does some fancy dribbling. Guarded closely by Lincoln. He's in the lane. Shot is up and blocked. Rebounded by Stauffenberg. Tigers come down on a 4-on-3 break. They slow it down. There's Donahue. Donahue on the right-hand wing off to Lincoln. Lincoln to Stauffenberg. Outside, left wing. Bounces it on top of the key. We've got 20 seconds to go. Tigers looking for the last shot here, apparently. Stauffenberg drives down to the baseline. 10 seconds to go. And he is fouled by Wambach. First foul on Wambach. Only the third team foul on Lovell. And the Tigers, with 8 seconds to go, will have it out of bounds under the Lovell basket. It's Donahue to take it out for the Tigers. Donahue, better hurry. And he gets it in, and it's knocked away. Intended for McClung, who just came into the game. 3 seconds to go. Padilla lifts the shot. It's off. Not good. And that's where the first quarter will end, with Lovell 9 and Lander 7.
At Teton Therapy, our people make the difference. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help in Lander and Riverton.
Hi, this is Terry Banker. I'm minister at New Hope Christian Church in Lander, Wyoming. We want to support the kids of this area academically, athletically, and spiritually. Our address is 630 Mount Hope Drive. Come to Sunday school at 9:30 and our worship service at 10:45.
2-point lead for Lovell. Leading scorer for the Bulldogs is Trey Wambach with 4 points. TJ Sheeler has 3, all on free throws. For the Tigers, Bennett Washburn with an old-fashioned 3-point play has the lead with 3 points, and it's 9-7 as we start the second 8 minutes of play. And Lovell will have the ball as we start the second period. Taking it out is Wambach on the far side. He'll throw it into Padilla. And he does, guarded by Tisso Gwinna. Padilla into the forecourt now. Bounce pass over to Wambach. Around the key, Sheeler. Back to Padilla. Underneath to Lundberg. Back to Padilla for 3. It's no. Rebounded by Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg in a fight there for the rebound. Off to Gwinna, who quickly brings it down on the far side to Jace LeClaire. LeClaire over to Gwinna, fakes the 3-point shot. Now underneath, he tried to lead Washburn and threw it a little bit in front of him, and the ball went out of bounds.
Yeah, great thought there. Washburn and Gwinna had the pick and roll set up. Washburn leaking to the far side to leak down in the low block. Unfortunately, Tisso led that one a little bit too far for him.
There's a long pass down to Padilla in the corner. Lundberg tries a 3. It's too long. Rebound goes to the Tigers. Stauffenberg. We've got a 2-on-3 here. Stauffenberg in the corner. Donahue over to LeClaire. Stauffenberg in the corner. Tisso for 3. It's too short. Rebounded just on the side. He gets the steal back off the glass. No. Rebound. Shot is up and a foul on Lovell on Donahue as he got the second board. Great positioning for the Tigers.
Yeah, luckily they got inside there to get the offensive rebound and the second and third chance opportunity. I don't know what else Tisso needs to do. He got the great steal. He had the easy layup, but unfortunately that basket is still not opening up for him. He's had a couple of good 3-point attempts and some layups that you'd think he would be able to make, but the basket says no go hopefully that lid comes off here for the Tigers.
Yeah, we better have the janitor come out and make sure there's no lid on that thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, here's Donahue's second free throw. He got them both. And we have what? Oh, we have some blood on Donahue's knee.
Donahue's got a bloody knee.
Yeah, he's got a bloody knee, so they're going to a sharp eye by the official to notice that. Just a little scab on his knee, and it turned red. Here comes Carter Ayers into the game as our score is now tied at 9-9. Lovell facing a little bit of pressure by the Tigers. Padilla brings it all the way down for Lovell. Almost lost the ball on top to Lundberg. Over Wambach, back to Padilla. 6:43 to go until halftime. Lundberg with it now on top of the arc. Dribbles to the left side in the middle to Wambach. There's Padilla for three. No. Rebound knocked out of bounds, and it's going to go to Lander.
Oh, okay. I thought it went off Jason LeClaire last. He kind of pulled his hand back like he's the one that touched it last, but it looks like he was able to avoid the contact with the fingertips on the ball, and he will now exit the game as Abe Lopez comes in for the first time in this contest for the Tigers.
Yeah, I thought the same thing, Josh. It looked to me like LeClaire might have had the last touch on that. There's a long pass. Abe Lopez now in the game. Washburn. Whistle traveled.
Yep.
Fifth turnover by Lander. Lovell has two. Lovell in their nice navy blue uniforms with silver numbers and black trim. The Tigers in their white uniforms with Kelly green letters and numbers and Kelly green double stripe down the side of the uniform. Okay, here's Wambach. Wambach finally gets it away. Long pass down court to Lundberg. Across court to Padilla. Padilla in the middle of the lane. Can't shoot. Whistle. And we have a violation. It'll be the third turnover by Lovell in the game. 6 minutes, 6 seconds to go before halftime. We're all tied here at 9 at Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse in Lander. Class 3A conference action between the Lander Valley Tigers and Lovell Bulldogs. Here's Gueno on top to Ayers. Ayers to Abe Lopez. Abe in the middle of the lane. His shot is blocked. Nice block that time by Crumring. Down court. Here's Wambach. Soft floater and a player control foul. No doubt about that one.
Yeah, Stoffenberg got inside, had the good positioning, saw that Wambach was coming in a little out of control. He postured up, made sure to protect himself with the contact, and he'll draw the charge.
Brian May takes a timeout. We'll be back after this.
The team at Lander Dental provides a wide range of services, including preventive, cosmetic, restorative, and reconstructive dentistry in a caring, comfortable setting. Lander Dental Group, 799 South 2nd Street in Lander.
5:39 to go until halftime. We're knotted at 9. And Coach Brian May of Lovell just called that timeout, chatting with his teams. Well, they're taking a whole lot more than 30 seconds. That happens sometimes. There's the second buzzer. Two of the three officials are over there saying, okay, Coach, let's get them on the floor.
Yeah, that one was closer to 45 seconds,
yeah,
I think.
Sure was. Tigers have the ball. It's tied at 9. 5:39 to go until halftime. Stoffenberg inbounds to Guena. Guena brings it down the court, crosses the timeline. Goes down the side all the way over. Oh, intended for Lopez. He couldn't get his handle on it, and it goes out of bounds. 6th turnover by Lander. And Lovell now will have a chance to break the tie. Here's Padilla, guarded by Guena. Long pass down court, Lundberg. Underneath to Schleter. He's got the ball right now. Schleter back to Lundberg. On top to Padilla. Padilla in the middle of the lane. Turnaround jumper by Lundberg is not good. Wow, crawling up the ladder and over the back. Crawling up the ladder is Stoffenberg, and crawling over his back was Crumring. So a 6th team foul. One more on Lovell, Josh, and they'll go. Tigers will go into the one and bonus.
something that Tigers look to take advantage of, see if they can do what the Lady Tigers did and bank in on those free throws, give them an advantage here in the contest.
There's Lopez underneath the Donahue for 2. Kellen now with 6 points in the game, and he breaks the tie. It's 11-9. Tigers have the lead, almost a over and back violation there. Padilla, double teamed, loses the basketball.
Ooh, that was close.
That was really close. And we have a timeout called by Lovell's Brian May as we had the trap going over there, Josh, and they weren't going to go away.
Yeah, they're doing a really good job with that half-court trap. It was Lopez and Gwynna that were there that will keep up the defensive pressure. That'll force Brian May to call a timeout. It is a full timeout. We'll take it with him. We'll be back right after this.
Hi, I'm Tom from Fremont Therapy Group, and we're going to be talking about running analysis. Running analysis has 3 components to it. Obviously, you look at the running part. That's kind of the gait pattern, looking at how well they strike the ground. The next part looks at how strong they are, their legs, also how flexible they are. There's certain muscles that become tight the more you run. And then the last part, it's looking at how well you move. So you're looking at ways to help you reduce your chance of injury. Come on in, you're gonna love it. We'll get you on the treadmill and start the process.
Timeout is over. Lander's out on the floor, and the Lovell Bulldogs around their coach Brian May. Official heads in their direction, and out they come. And the Lovell Bulldogs will have the ball on the far side, right where that trap happened that they couldn't get out of. Lundberg will take it out for the Bulldogs. Padilla's the closest one there, and he gets the ball in the backcourt. Guarded by Gwynna. Padilla changes direction. Out on top now, right-hand wing. Bounce pass underneath. Ball's on the floor, and we'll have a held ball, and it will go to the Tigers. As possession of the ball went to Ayers, and quickly Stu Mullins called timeout. Great call by Mullins.
Yeah, definitely. He's right there, Johnny, on the spot with the timeout, making sure that once Ayers had the possession, luckily he was on his side but facing towards the Tiger bench so Stu Mullins could see that he clearly had possession. Calls a timeout, prevents the held ball call. Even if it were to be a jump ball, Tigers would have had the possession on the alternating possession arrow facing their direction. But so far, I mean, one of the things that the Tigers have struggled with this year is their defense, averaging almost 58 points per game. And so far, we're almost at halftime, and Lovell only has 9 points. Hopefully that's something Tigers can continue to do, as well as get the lid off that basket and get some more shots to go in.
Donahue to take it out to Gwynna. Kind of half-court pressure here by Lovell. Gwynna comes into the forecourt. Stauffenberg to Donahue. Donahue on top. The ball's knocked away and out of bounds. It'll stay with the Tigers. Oh, you have to be careful. Your passing has to be sharp against a team like this with quick hands.
Yeah, Lovell does have a pretty good team. They do average 9 steals a game and force 18 turnovers.
Stauffenberg over to Ayers for the Tigers. Ayers drives it in, and the baseline falls down and traveled. He slipped down, and that'll be a turnover, number 7. That's the first time we've seen, that's where that big massive humanity was here a while back, all on the floor. I bet there might be some moisture down there.
Right.
Okay, here's Nichols. Nichols brings it in to Crumrine. Down court, over and back, and travel. 4th turnover. I was trying to figure out if that was an over or back, but it was a travel.
No, it looks like they had good court awareness to realize they hadn't passed the timeline, but before the Lovell player could get the ball up to his teammate, he moved the feet before he could get the ball out of his hands.
Here's Abe Lopez. Lopez on the far side outside to Stauffenberg, now to Donahue, to Gwynna. Gwynna over to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg at the free throw line to Donahue, drives the baseline off the glass, too strong, tip is up, not good. Tigers, Tanner Bird gets the rebound. Nice rebound by Bird on the attempt by Stauffenberg. Here's Abe Lopez off the glass for 2. Abe Lopez makes it 13-9.
Great job by Abe Lopez, seeing that all the Lovell players were going back out to guard the perimeter. Just a quick dribble drive, couple steps to his right, puts it up and in for 2.
We played 5 minutes of the second quarter, and Lovell has not scored yet in the second quarter. 13-9 Tigers, and there's the ball on the ground. Picked up that time by Nichols. Lundberg has it to Padilla. Padilla back to Lundberg. Back to Padilla. Padilla dribbling around. Goes on the far side to Crumrine. Now back to Padilla. It's got a little bit of soft floater that goes up and in. His 4th point of the game. And they finally get their basket unhooked. And it's 13-11. 2:26 to go. There's Tisso Gwinna with 2 for his first 2 points. That was great awareness by Tisso. He saw the lane and was open and got it. There's a steal by Tanner Bird. Off to Gwinna in the corner. Over to Donahue. Donahue drives the lane back to Gwinna. Gwinna in the lane. Another one. Good! And a timeout by Lovell as Gwinna gets 2 in a row, and a 17-11.
Tisso Gwinna finally getting that lid to come off the basket. He is probably one of the best players we've seen when it comes to 3A competition, when it comes to the one-on-one isolation moves where he has the good handles with the dribble moves. He has the good footwork to get the crossover. We've seen him make a couple guys fall this year with his handles, with the dribbling, as well as when he gets in that point, he knows when is a good time to put up that floater and when he needs to drive hard in the basket to put up the layup. Unfortunately, so far this season, there's been a lot of those attempts where he has $1 million move and a 10-cent finish, and for some reason it doesn't go in the bucket. This time he gets 2 of them back-to-back, and he'll extend that lead to 6 points, forcing head coach Brian May for the Lovell Bulldogs to take a timeout, not liking his team's performance here in the second quarter.
10-2 run by the Tigers to start the second period of play. 2 minutes left, 2 minutes and 4 seconds. And returning to the game is Sheeler, and he's inbounds the ball. He's got it now, back on the near side to Crumrine. Into Lundberg, cross the court, it goes to Sheeler. Sheeler has the ball taken away from him. Down court, Tisso Gwinna for 2 more! 6 points in a row by Tisso Gwinna. Now here's Padilla. They leave him alone, and he's blocked as he goes to the basket by Tanner Bird.
And Tanner Bird knew it too. He's going up for the block, and unfortunately he hit Padilla on the back of the head as he shifted just a little bit the last second. Bird wasn't quite expecting that shift of his body, so he'll go ahead and get the foul and send Padilla to the line for 2.
And Joel Padilla, the junior, gets the first one. And it's 17-12 now, 5-point lead by the Tigers. And the second one is good as well. So now it's 17-13, 4-point lead by the Tigers. Here's Gwinna. Gwinna at the baseline. He's blocked out this time. Pops it on to Stauffenberg for 3. It's not good. Gwinna with the rebound. He's in the lane. Off to LeClaire and out of bounds, and it'll go to Lovell. Off of Jace LeClaire. 19-13 is our score. I think I said 4-point lead a minute ago. It's a 6-point lead by the Lander Tigers. Here is Padilla. Bounce pass over to Schleter. To Padilla, back to Schleter in front of the Tiger bench. Bounce pass to Padilla. Over on the far side now to Crumrine. His three-pointer is an air ball. Pulled out of the air by Schleter. Blocked. Beautiful block that time by the Tigers. Tanner Bird comes away with it for the green and white. All the way down. He's got a lane, and he is hammered and will go to the line. Great court awareness by Tanner Bird.
Tanner Bird pulling a little Tisso Gwinna on that one, doing a crossover on his defender there at the timeline. Gave him just enough space, drives inside, gets the contact. He'll go to the line for 2. That first one's up and in for him as he is shooting, let's see, he's only had 5 free throws so far in the year. Only made 1 out of 5.
Well, he's 1 for 1 here now with 52 seconds to go in the first half. Shot is up, and it's good. He got both of them, and we have a substitution coming in. Donahue coming in for Tanner. And Tanner getting congratulations on the bench. And taking it out is Padilla. Tigers a little confused out there on defense. I think they got it figured out now. 21-13. There's a pass down court. It goes to MacArthur, who comes into the game for the first time, to Crumrain. Underneath, Padilla. Padilla to Lundberg. Lundberg underneath to Schleter. He can't shoot and travels. Double dribbles, rather. Well, I guess it doesn't make any difference. 6 turnover.
Originally, he had the good positioning down on the low block. Tigers did a good time with the weak side help coming over along the baseline, forcing the closeout, and him trying to decide what they need to do. Thinking he was going to be open for the 2, Tigers said, no, sir, and they get the turnover.
Stauffenberg just under the timeline, holding the ball, 20 seconds to go. Now down to 16 seconds. Tigers by 8, 21-13. There's Gwynna, 10 seconds to go. He holds up number 2, goes to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg drives the lane, got it, puts it in, and 2 more at the buzzer. And that is a great one there for Brennan Stauffenberg. His first points of the game at the buzzer. And the halftime score is Lander 23 and the Lovell Bulldogs 13.
Want access to local news, sports, events, and more? Download the WYO Today app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WYO Today app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit wyotoday.com to download the WYO Today app now.
There are 2 ways to buy 4x4 gear, the expensive way and the smart way. The expensive way is when you buy a new truck or SUV and the dealer sells you the brush guard, the heavy-duty bumpers, the steps, lights, winch, you name it. He rolls it all in with your loan into your monthly payment. But here's the smart way. Shop at Wyoming 4x4, where you get expert advice from Dan, quality gear, professional installation, all for a whole lot less than you'd spend at a car dealer. Wyoming 4x4 on North Federal in Riverton. The smart way to roll.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment. High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
I'm Bo Clark, coach of the University of Wyoming rodeo team, reminding you that putting on a seatbelt doesn't take 8 seconds and it can save your life.
Go folks, buckle up!
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. John Shade, your Lander Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why John Shade is a proud sponsor of Lander Tigers basketball on KFCW. For all of your investment needs, call John Shade at 335-7722 or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
Well, we usually talk with Cyril Stauffenberg, but Josh, you made a little discovery here when you went to get some water.
Yeah, it looks like normally they have a different school organizations and clubs that come in to do the concession stand, is they get a portion of the profits to go towards their club, and nobody volunteered today, so Cyril Stauffenberg's doing his best athletic director responsibilities. There you go, there's the word. And he is manning the popcorn machine.
Just got word from Cody Beers down in Uinta County with 2 minutes, 39 seconds to go. It's Lyman 56 and Wyoming Indian 55.
A close game.
Having a barn burner down there. Of course, Lyman's 3A and Wyoming Indian is 2A. The only losses that the Lady Chiefs have had today have been from Class 3A teams. Well, we've got 5:15 to go here in the halftime, so let's take a look at some scoring. For the Lander Tigers, Kellen Donahue and Tisso Gwinna with 6 points each. And then Bennett Washburn has 3, and with 2 points each, Jace LeClaire, Tanner Bird, Brennan Stauffenberg, and Abe Lopez. So very balanced scoring for the Lander Tigers. And we only have 3 players in the book for the Lovell Bulldogs with 6 points. And the leading scorer at halftime is Joel Padilla, 4 points for Trey Wambeck, and 3 points from T.J. Sheeler. So the Cowboys, I was thinking about the Cowboys. The Tigers, Josh, we've talked about this all season long. Their Achilles heel is the second quarter.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, this time in the second quarter, they outscored Lovell 16-4. So they've broken that streak of having a bad second quarter. And I'm sure Coach Stu Mullins will be happy about that. Our halftime score, 23-13, and we'll be back with the second half after we listen to this.
In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more, is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
Ever wonder why so many babies are delivered at Hot Springs Health in Thermopolis? Could it be the exceptional prenatal care offered by our providers? Or our convenient family practice clinics located in Thermopolis, Warland, Basin, Shoshone, and Riverton? Maybe it's our new OB suites with large jetted tub, or maybe it's the place where you know you can find all of this and more.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Well, we're just about ready to get started with our second 16 minutes of play here. The Lander Tigers leading the Lovell Bulldogs at halftime 23-13. And in that second quarter we were just talking about, it was 9-7 at the end of the first period. Lovell led. They didn't get their first points of the second quarter until almost 3 minutes had gone by. And then by that time it was Lander 13 and then Lovell 11. And then Lander scored a couple more to make it 17-11. Lovell came back with another point. Then Lander finished out the half with a 4-0 run to make it 23-13. And the Tigers have been using a lot of players here today, Josh.
Yeah, they've been using a lot of players. Some of the JV kids are getting some good minutes with Washburn and Lincoln. We see them. They had a pretty good performance over in the auxiliary gym in that big come-behind win to beat the JV Bulldogs. So far, they're bringing that momentum into the varsity game as well. Washburn definitely using his size advantage, being the tallest player out on the court, giving it inside to him on the low block, putting it in for a couple buckets. And so far, I mean, you talked about it before the break, the Achilles heel has been the second quarter for the Tigers, and for the entire season, it's their defense in general. And right now, at halftime, they're only allowing 13 points when they're averaging 58 points a game that they're giving up.
Tigers will have the ball as we start the second half of play, and Brandon Stauffenberg into Tisso Gwinna. Back to Stauffenberg on top of the key to Gwinna as they're getting a play set up. Gwinna comes to the left wing, now to the right wing. In the middle, the ball's knocked away. Turnover, Tigers. And Lovell slows it down. Padilla has it off to Lundberg. Lundberg drives, takes a shot. It's up off, not good. Stauffenberg high for the rebound. Outlet pass to Gwinna and out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Tigers as getting a hand on it that time was Ben Nichols for Lovell. Gwinna to take it out of bounds underneath the Lovell basket. Inbounds pass to Donahue for three. In and out. Not good. Rebound. Gwinna's. Yes! And one. Gwinna is fouled, and he now has 8 points in the game after a slow start. And the personal foul is called on Ben Nichols, his first.
Tisso Gwinna getting 8 out of the last 10 Tiger points. The only other player to get on the board in the last few minutes was Stauffenberg with that buzzer beater laid up at the end of the first half.
Free throw, in and out, not good. It bounced around inside the circle and then bounced right back out. 25-13, 8-point lead by Lander. Lovell comes down in the middle. There's a shot up by Wambeck, not good. Stauffenberg for another high rebound, off to Gwinna. Gwinna brings it down on the left wing to Tanner Bird, and we have a travel on Bird. Whoopsie. Well, he just took too many steps trying to turn around down there in the corner. Wambeck brings it into Lundberg for Lovell. We played 1 minute of the second half. Down court, Padilla has it. Ball's knocked away. Picked up by Stauffenberg. Outlet pass to Tanner Bird. Lays it up, and it does not drop, but he's fouled. And the personal foul goes against Trey Wambeck, his third.
Coach Mullins, we were talking about him getting pretty animated in the past couple contests in a bad way. Now he's getting animated in a good way, wanting those shot attempts to go in and flailing his arms as they just drop off the end of the basket, liking the momentum and the tenacity and the overall motors running for the Tigers here in the beginning of the second half.
Tanner Bird gets the first. He's now towing the second, and that one's good too. He has 4 points, all from the line. 27-13 now on the WYOtoday.com scoreboard. There's Sleater over there, almost lost a handle on it. Around the horn it goes to Padilla in the middle to Lundberg, and he tries to pass behind him. It's recovered, and there is a foul underneath before Padilla traveled.
A little bit of a fire drill there.
Yeah.
Tigers did a really good job closing out the driving opportunities by the Lovell Bulldogs on the baseline, getting that weak side help where they needed it, closing off the lanes and making them kick it back out.
And there's inbounds pass that goes out of bounds, so that's a turnover. 6.5 minutes to go, third period, 27-13 Lander. Here's Gwynna bringing it down across the Tiger Paw. Over to Donahue. Donahue spins to Gwynna, underneath to Stauffenberg, back to Gwynna. He was open for a millisecond. Now Stauffenberg is open for 3. It's too long, and the rebound out of bound, and it'll go off of Tanner Bird to Lovell. 6:12 to go, 27-13. Lander with the lead. Inbounds pass to Lundberg. To Padilla. Down to Schlueter. He finally crosses the timeline. Down out to Padilla now on top of the arc. Padilla. Bounce pass on the near side to Lundberg. And he throws it over to Nichols. Nichols in the corner. There's a long throw for 3. Tip is up by Schlueter and good. TJ Schlueter was in the right place at the right time and got the point. It's 15. 27-15. Tigers have the ball. Donahue on the left wing. He flaps the wing all the way over to Tanner Bird. Underneath to LeClaire. Back to Bird. Bird just inside the arc to Gwynna. He doesn't shoot. Underneath LeClaire, all alone. Shot's not good, but he is fouled on his way up.
Tissot Gwynna being the number 1 assist person in Class 3A entering the weekend. Great vision seeing Jace LeClaire. They tried to set him up there before he kicked it back outside. He switches positions from the right end of the key to the left, gets the open opportunity as the Lovell defender over pursues. Baseline's wide open for him and draws the contact, misses the first one. See if he can connect on the second free throw.
Jace LeClaire has 2 points in the game, looking for his third here on the second free throw. And this one's not good either. Rebound, pulled away by Carter Ayers, who's just into the game. Off to Washburn. Washburn from 5 feet, nothing but net. No, they're going to call him for a player control foul. Well, he did charge in there. And so Bennett gets his second personal foul. Lovell will have the ball, trailing by 14. It's 29-15. 5 minutes to go. A steal by Gwynna and one. Beautiful play by Tissot Gwynna. They were totally unaware that he was going to do that.
I don't know. I don't know what Tissot did today, but I hope he does that before every game and the rest of the season. He's being in there pickpocketing almost every single Lovell Bulldog there is, either on this side of the court under his own basket or on the other side on the pass attempts. Right place, right time, turns around, puts it in for 2, draws another foul, could not convert the and one.
Okay, here's Lundberg in the lane, puts up a soft floater. It's too strong, rebounded by Gwynna. Mr. Lander. Gwynna coming down the court. Over in the far side, Donahue back to Gwynna. Gwynna underneath LeClaire was open, but he falls down, and Washburn comes up with it, and he's fouled going to the basket. Good play by Washburn as picking up his first foul as TJ Schlueter.
Tissot's doing a really good job finding those openings. Bulldogs are playing a 3-2 zone where they have 2 men down on the baseline, and when they leak out covering the corners for the perimeter shots, LeClaire's still sitting there, and he enters the paint right at the exactly right time. Tissot gives it into him. Bulldogs do a really good job having either player come in and close them out. That time, Washburn, right place, right time, able to recover it after LeClaire loses it and draws the contact for the opportunity to go to the line.
And the second shot is not good. A steal by Tissot Gwynna, second time in a row, and he scores again. He now has 12 points in the game, and it is 31-15. Underneath, there's a desperation shot, not good. Rebound shot by Nichols is up and in, and he has his first 2 points. Boy, Tissot on those inbounds plays. What can you say?
I think he's got 12 points and at least 5 or 6 steals. I don't think I've seen a person have a double-double with points and steals, but he's working on it as Abe Lopez connects from distance in the corner, doubling up the Bulldogs now. Tigers lead 34-17.
And we have a foul called on Abe Lopez going down the floor. That's the third Tiger foul. Coming into the game now, Blake Wilson for the Lovell Bulldogs, and coming out of the game is Oz MacArthur. Lyman beat Wyoming Indians boys this afternoon 58-57. And a foul on the Tigers underneath the basket, and it's going to be whistled on Washburn, and that'll be his third, I think. Or is that his second?
Second.
That's his second foul.
Hearing some groans from the Tiger faithful on the opposite side of the gym. They thought that one was all ball. Official thought otherwise. That'll send the Lovell player to the line for two.
Nichols messes it way too strong off the back of the heel. He'll have one more. 34-17, Tigers have doubled up the Bulldogs. Shots in the air. This one is short. Rebounded by Lopez. Outlet pass. Well, Lopez wasn't looking, and neither was Gwynna. And so it's a turnover by Lander, their 10th. Down court, here's Harvey. Harvey outside. Around the horn, Padilla to Lundberg. Lundberg back to Padilla. Padilla has a little bit of a lane, and he rolls in, and a blocking foul is going to be on the Tigers. There, Carter Ayers gets this one.
That was 2-on-2 crime right there.
Yeah, really. And Padilla, who's hit 2 for 2 and has 6 points in the game, is at the line with 3:35 to go, third period. Tigers up 34-17. Now 34-18. And coming back into the lineup, T.J. Sheeler. And coming out is Lundberg. He looks a little tired, Josh.
And Padilla, he's the number one person at the free throw line for the Bulldogs, having 38 attempts, shooting 68%.
Okay, here we go. Shot's not good. Tigers get the rebound. Gwynna brings it down court, and ball's knocked out of bounds by Joel Padilla. Okay. Here we go. A little bit of action slowed down there a bit. Here's Donahue, 3:20 to go. Third period to Gwynna. Gwynna to Donahue. Looked like he wanted to shoot a three. Gwynna on the right wing. Makes a move over to Washburn in the corner to Lopez. Lopez goes in the lane, kicks it back out to Gwynna for three. No, not good. Rebound by Schleter. Here we go the other way. Just under 3 minutes now, third period. Padilla with the ball, almost lost a handle on it down there, almost lost it again, so he gives it off to Crumrine. Crumrine on the far side. There's a three ball that's up off, not good. Lopez with the rebound, 3-on-3 break, and he tries a fancy dribble and knocks it off his shoe. Fortunately, he recovers it. Gwynna has it. 2.5 minutes to go, third period. He motions Lopez to move over to the other side of the floor. Ayers now to Lopez. Launches a three. That's nothing but net. Abe Lopez with his second tray of the game. And it goes 37-18 on our WyoToday.com scoreboard. Here's Harvey. Oh, boy, he had like 3-4 steps that time. Wasn't called. Out of bounds. No, saved by Crumrine. Crumrine now in the paint, almost lost it again. Bounce pass on top to Padilla. Padilla in the lane, puts up a nice drive and is not successful, and Ayers gets the blocking foul, his second. Minute 51 to go, third period. Padilla back at the line. He's hit 3 in a row. 37-18 is the score. Shots off, not good. He misses it to the left. Stauffenberg, Lincoln, and McClung coming in now for the Tigers. Going out is Ben Nichols for Lovell. Lundberg comes back in. Here's Padilla at the line. This one's no good either. Rebounded by Donahue for the Tigers. He'll come down court. has eyes behind his head there. Saw Padilla coming and didn't let him pick his pocket. Here's Lundberg down in the corner to Lopez. Lopez shot is not good. Kind of hurried that one. Harvey rebounds it for Lovell. To Padilla on top. 1.5 minutes to go here, third period. Harvey off to Lundberg, who launches a three. That's almost an air ball. Ball's up in the air. Tigers get it. Braden Lincoln comes away, and he is fouled by Harvey. Seth Harvey gets the foul.
That'll give the Lovell Bulldogs 6 team fouls. We have 6 fouls apiece. Next foul by either team puts that team, the opposing team, in the bonus. So no fouls left to give for either side for the rest of the contest.
Kellen Donahue comes out of the game. And who do we have? Jace LeClaire back in there. We have McClung. We have Stauffenberg. We have Lopez for 3. It's not good. Whistle, and we have an over of the back on LeClaire, I think. Yeah, we're going to the other side of the court, waiting for the call. I think it's number 4, right? Yep. Jace LeClaire.
Oh, they're calling him for the clearing foul. I was going to say, can't call him for over in the back when he's in front of the Lovell Bulldog player. But they're saying that he used the forearm to kind of clear some space. So they'll get him for the foul, and that will put the Lovell Bulldogs in the 1-and-1 bonus.
That's the foul we had up in Powell. Clearing space. Shot is not good. Rebound goes to LeClaire. Off to Lopez. Lopez over to McClung. McClung far side to Lopez. Oh, he lost control of the basketball. Got it back. On top to Stauffenberg. Under 1 minute to go now. 45 seconds. Here's Lincoln. Lincoln drives. Puts up a soft floater. That's good. Nice play by Braden.
Screen and roll there by Stauffenberg setting the pick. Lincoln rolls to the far side. Puts it up and in for 2.
And on the other side, Weston Crumlin gets the basket, and he is fouled by Stauffenberg. That's Brennan's first personal foul. And Weston Crumlin goes to the free throw line to make it an old-fashioned three-point play. And no, not good. Rebounded by LeClaire. He hands it off to Stauffenberg. Long pass down court to Lincoln. Lincoln drives the baseline, blocked out, throws it on top of the key to Lopez. Abe with the ball, makes a move. Oh, had a lane for a second there, off to McClung to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg dribbles away from the defense to McClung. McClung holding the ball off to Stauffenberg. A little bit of a weave here. Underneath McClung for the basket at the buzzer. Great work by the Tigers.
Tigers did a great job there. Saw that Lovell was man-to-man defense. Faked it one way, almost like a double reverse. If you're a football fan, fakes it one way, break down as he leaks out backside. Easy up and in for 2. Tigers lead 41-20. We'll be back with your final 8 minutes between the Tigers and the Bulldogs.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Powell, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
Is your resolution this year to be healthier? You may have made a commitment to improve your physical health, but don't forget about your financial health. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union is listed as one of the healthiest credit unions in the U.S., and we are the healthiest credit union in Wyoming, according to depositaccounts.com. Don't risk having your accounts anywhere else. Become a member today and accomplish your first resolution by becoming healthier. Financially speaking, that is. Federally insured by NCUA. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
Lander Valley with a nice lead of 41-20 over the Lovell Bulldogs here as we start the final period of play. Lundberg has it on the near wing in the corner. Padilla drives it out a little bit, halfway between the lines, launches one that's off the side. No, Rebounded by Lundberg. Lundberg in the lane. There is a steal underneath. Oh, great steal that time. Underneath Tisso Gwynna. Tisso. He has 14 points in the game. A great pass that time from Stauffenberg. Hit Gwynna all the way down the court. Here's Wambach. And there's a steal by the young man over to Tisso for 2 more. McClung had that one. Yeah, go ahead, Josh.
Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
Seven minutes, 9 seconds to go in the game. Tigers are up by 25 points, 45-20. Looks like they can hold on to this lead. They'll have their 4th victory of the year, and their conference record would go to 2-2. And Lovell's conference record would drop to 0-3. But that's only if they maintain this lead. Okay, Lovell has the ball down court. Sheeler throws it away, but it's tipped by the Tigers. Tell you what, Tisso Gwynna is having himself one heck of a game tonight, Josh.
He's doing a really good job on both sides of the floor. Most of his points have come off turnovers as he does a really good job on fast breaks as well, just picking the pocket of Lovell Bulldogs on inbound plays under the Tiger basket.
Down to Schlieder underneath, behind his back. Basket attempt is not good, and a foul called on the Tigers. And that's going to go against McClung, and that'll be his first case on McClung. And Schlieder at the line for Lovell. And it bounces off, not good. 6:51 to go in the game. We mentioned earlier Wyoming Indian lost to Lyman 58-57 in the boys contest. The girls lost earlier too, so Wyoming Indian 0-2 today. Second shot coming up, and this one's good. So he gets one of two, and it's 45-21. And there's Gwynna bringing the ball down court to Stauffenberg underneath, all alone. Jace Leclerc for 2.
Stauffenberg back-to-back open opportunities for great dishes with the assist to his teammates who are wide open for easy buckets as Tisso now gets another one. That one rolls off the rim. Tigers doing a really good job getting the open man for the easy buckets.
Well, we have a wrestling tournament underway outside. Holy smokes, we got bodies on the floor. Ball was out of bounds. Lander will have it. I think Tissel's okay. We just had a lot of contact there. No whistles. Here's Gwynna. 6:17 to go, 47-21. Tigers in control. Underneath, and we have a player control foul. Well, that was Jace. He used his elbow, didn't he, Josh?
That may have been what it was. Yeah, using the elbow to kind of clear out.
That's what the official
inside there
indicated with his elbow motion. So 47-21, 6 minutes to go in this one. Tigers in good control. Underneath the basket, shot is up and blocked out of bounds by Leclerc.
That's going to be his second block in the contest, possibly third.
Yeah,
he's doing a real good job in that low block position. He is a little bit shorter, but he's not using that as a disadvantage. All it takes is good positioning and good timing.
Inbounds now. Lundberg has it on top. Padilla around the top of the key. Goes to the right side. Lundberg launches a three, and it's off the iron. Lopez with the return, and he throws it away. He was trying to hit Gwynna, but Lundberg was in the way and snagged it. Schlieder has it on the far side to Lundberg. Lundberg, and we have a foul, a reach-in foul on the Tigers. And that is going to be on Lopez, and that'll be his second.
Lundberg was stuck in the double team there on the far side. Lopez is trying to reach in and poke the ball out with the steal. Unfortunately, he does get the arm of the Lovell player. That puts the Bulldogs in the double bonus. So they will go to line for two. Any foul that's committed by the Tigers for the rest of the contest.
Well, the Tiger varsity players get a nice round of applause as here comes the junior varsity. We have Washburn out there. Well, Tissa Gwynna is still there. Colum Wheeler and Tanner Bird and Carter Ayers. Free throw was good, 47-22. That was Lundberg's first point of the game. Here's Washburn off to Gwynna. In the corner, Ayers didn't shoot the three. In the lane, spun it out to Gwynna. On top of the arc, moves it to the left wing. Now goes in the middle of the lane, kicks it over to Ayers. Ayers had an open shot for three. Instead, he puts up one that hits the top of the backboard and rolls over. That's a turnover. 47-22, 5:03 to go.
And Tigers looking, as you said earlier, Ernie, looking to get another notch in the win column here in their conference play, in their quadrant. They did lose the contest earlier this week to Worland, giving them their first loss. So if they do get the win here, they still remain in the number 2 seed with a conference record of 2-1.
And that's what Coach Mullen would love to do. Back after this. All right, back again, 5 minutes to go in the game. Gwynna to take it out for the Tigers into Bird, top to Ayers. Ayers dribbles it in the lane. Ball gets away from the Tigers, turnover. He's trying to hit someone inside. Schleter is fouled by Colum Weaver. Colum's second personal foul, and we'll go to the line for 2 shots for Schleter. He is 4 for 6 from the lane tonight. Has 6 points. Shot's good. 47-23. One more coming up. Padilla goes in the middle section for the Lovell on the free throw line. Shot's good. Didn't need to rebound that one. 47-24, and here comes Ayers. He better hurry and get it in. There he does to Gwynna. Gwynna dances between 2 players, knocked out of bounds by Crumrine. And it'll be Tigers ball, 4:43 to go. Tanner Bird to take it out of bounds for Lander. He's got the ball into Ayers. Midway between the 2 lines on the far side, on to Wheeler. Wheeler near side to Bird. Bird tops it over to Washburn, back to Gwynna. Underneath the Washburn, he still has it, puts it off the glass, and it rolls off. Tip is up and no good by Wheeler, and the rebound goes to Lundberg. Well, somebody put the lid back on the basket. Down court, here's Padilla. Long under the basket. It goes to Wambeck. Now to Schleter. He's fouled as he drives for the basket. And I think Wheeler's going to get this one too. And he does. His third. You know, he looked and said, who, me? 4:03. We're halfway through the 4th period. And Schleter at the line. Oh, he misses one. Well, he misses that one. He's only, he's 6 for 9 at the line. Stauffenberg comes out. Ayers is back in. Shot's good. 47-25. Lander averages 46 points a game, so they're right 1 point above that average. Ball out of bounds off Lovell. Under 4 minutes now. You know, I think Gwynna is kind of teaching the other players here how to bring the ball down the court. He's a magnificent point guard. Underneath, all alone, Washburn for 2. Bennett Washburn gets his 5th point of the game, and it's 49-25.
Great dish from the perimeter on the wing from Ayers. He sees that Washburn was cutting inside. Great lead pass, easy bucket for 2.
And Ayers in the corner is double teamed, and we have a held ball, and it's going to go to Lander. Well, that's one thing Ayers didn't want to do, was drive right into the corner and then immediately got covered by 2 players.
Yeah, he saw an opening there along the baseline, but as soon as he got the ball, he got trapped by the Bulldogs. Great defensive positioning on the weak side, help by the Bulldogs, forcing the jump ball.
And coming back into the game is Stauffenberg into Gwynna. Tanner Bird went to the bench. Here's Washburn on the far side. Wheeler has it. 3 minutes, 8 seconds to go. There's the ball on top to Stauffenberg. To Gwynna. Gwynna in the middle of the lane. Jump shot is off, not by very much, but it didn't go. So Lundberg grabs the carom and comes back down the court. There's a new player in, Amos Monterelli, and the shot's up and not good, rebounded by Stauffenberg. I haven't been keeping track of rebounds, but Stauffenberg's got quite a few today. Here's Gwynna, off to Washburn, to Wheeler. Stauffenberg again on top. To Ayers, 2:25 to go in the game. Well, Tigers looking at a sweep. The Lady Tigers won today in an upset. There's Washburn all alone, throws it up. It's just a little bit too high.
Darn.
Nice
that was
look.
A good look.
Yeah,
Great
they had
look.
him open. Yeah, they kept Lovell busy on the top of the arc, and Washburn snuck down under the basket. Here we go, underneath. Schlueter, shots up, no, not good. Rebounded by Carter Ayers. Down court to Colum Wheeler. Wheeler to Stauffenberg on top, over to Gwynna. Minute 43 to go. Gwynna at the free throw line, kicks it out to Washburn to Ayers. Ayers outside the arc. Long, I don't know if that was supposed to be an alley-oop or not, but it didn't work, whatever it was.
Yeah, it looks like he was trying to throw it over the top to Washburn, and unfortunately he didn't see his teammate Silas Wheeler open on the other side of the court here on the near side wing. He had great position either to drive or put up the three-point shot. As the senior favorite comes in for the Tigers, Bryce Denton enters the game, see if he can put up some more three-point shots.
Well, they'll try to get him a couple of shots, I know that. Minute 33 to go in the game, 49-25. Lander with the big lead. And let's see, who do we have here? Jared Mangus with the ball to Parker Anderson. Back to Anderson. He launches a three. Oh, it's good. Anderson comes into the game and gets a tray. And Tigers come back down now. There's Abe Lopez. He drives it all the way in for 2. Nice drive for Abe, but I think they wanted to get that ball to Denton. 63 seconds to go. Over on the near side now, Crumrine. Bounce on top of the key to Mangus. There's a shot from the corner that's an air ball, rebounded by Ayers. Ayers coming down across the timeline now on the near side. Lopez doesn't take the shot. Wheeler has it now. Wheeler dribbling it around, fires it over. Now they've got McClung. McClung almost lost the dribble on it. Gives it on the near side to Wheeler. Wheeler to Denton. Denton now can't shoot. Over to Ayers. 25 seconds to go. Into Denton. Shots up and good!
Nice run there by Bryce Denton. He's on the wing, sees that there's no help, leaks down the far side, up and in for two. Abe Lopez behind the back. That gets swatted. He gets his own rebound. Denton for three, no good.
And Denton tried the three, and it went in and out. Lander will have one more chance with 4.3 seconds. As the crowd favorite, boy, did he get a loud ovation when he made that basket. Okay, here we go into McClung. McClung under to Denton, and he gets the shot off, and it's good, but the game is over. Doesn't count. He got his shot. It went in. All right, final score, Lander 53 and Lovell 28. The Tigers move to 4-8 and 2-2 in the conference overall, and the Bulldogs go to 4-9 and 0-3, which cements Lander in a good second place in the quadrant.
2-1 in conference, yeah.
2-1 in conference, yep. No, they're 2-2 in conference.
They've only had 3 conference games.
Well, let's see. Who did I count Riverton as a conference game?
Probably.
I bet I did.
Yeah. Powell, Worland,
okay.
and Lovell. So they're 2-1.
Powell, Worland, and 11. Yeah, they're 2-1. Thank you for that correction. You know, it's hard when you play Riverton because you always think.
Right, and they have been in the conference for so long. Looks like we got Coach Mullins here ready for his interview. I'll go ahead and pass off the headphones.
Okay, head basketball coach Stu Mullins. Coach, Josh and I were talking about the second quarter jinx is over.
Well,
you got them 16-4 in that quarter.
Yeah, no, we came out with a little different attitude today for sure, and I had a feeling they'd respond that way. And but man, you know, as much a gnashing of the teeth and as difficult a problem as we had this week, you know, we did exactly what we set out to do. So you know, we can just get better from this.
Well, Tissot had a great game tonight, 16 points to lead the Tigers.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, he had some really nice little steals on the inbound, and we had him rattled with some of our pressure, and you know, he's a one-man press himself, you know, so he's going to get tips that you don't anticipate him getting, and flying in there and taking the ball from guys that have it. So yeah, he got a lot of layups and got a lot of good looks today.
Well, you played a lot of bench players today. That was good.
Yeah, we're still just trying to figure out who we are and you know, what we need, and it's going to be game to game with this group. And we just talked about we just need 5 solid guys, and everybody rose to the occasion today.
Well, you know, you were saying we needed somebody else to come up, and today Abe Lopez hit 10 points. Only the second Tiger in double figures behind Tissot's 16.
Yep, and he can get hot, and he's got the ability, and if he just plays solid like he did today, and doesn't make, you know, too many mental errors and get himself in trouble, he can help us.
Kellen had some pretty good drives to the basket tonight.
Yep, especially early on when we were struggling to score a little bit. You know, he got all the way to the rim, and he can do that. You know, even against Worland last night, he turned the corner, and, you know, probably should have looked for a shot a little bit more.
Bennett Washburn came into the game with 5 points. He had a pretty good game. He got some rebounds.
Yeah, you're going to see more of him. You know, we played him 4 quarters today, varsity, and he's one of those kids that's just super solid for us. And I know what I'm going to get out of him. He's going to rebound. He's going to be in the right spot. If I tell him one time, he's going to do it the next time. You know, so yeah, he's going to be a good player for us the next few years.
On to Thermopolis now for a really unusual Tuesday night game.
Yep, just like this week, you know, except we go on the road. But they're playing really well. They're shooting the lights out, and you know, we're going to have our hands full. I mean, every single game is going to be difficult for us, and but hopefully this gives us some confidence. It puts us right where we need to be in conference, you know, and if we can get better and you know, learn to compete a little bit harder, you know, when things don't go our way, then you know, who knows? Sky's the limit.
Yeah, Lyman picked up a 1-point win over Wyoming Indian this afternoon.
Okay,
yeah.
All right, that's a good result for Wyoming Indian, because Lyman is legit. They might be, I think they're probably the best team in 3A. So Wyoming Indian's playing a lot better. Thermopolis smacked Wyoming Indian.
Yeah.
So that's who we're playing on Tuesday.
Yeah, and then we get Lyman and Mountain View this next weekend after the Thermop game, so we'll know where we stand again.
Yep, 2 grinders. I mean, Lyman is as good as anybody, and Mountain View, they're a team that just continues to get better and better every single year, and they're just big, rugged kids. And so the good thing is Mountain View's here, but that'll be a good test for our boys.
Yeah, well, Coach, thanks for stopping by. We'll talk to you again Tuesday night.
Okay, yep, we'll see you guys
in
soon.
Thermopolis.
All right, thanks,
you betcha.
guys.
Head coach Stu Mullins of the Lander Tigers stopping by to talk to us after this great conference win. Tigers now 2-1 in conference, 4-8 overall, and the Lovell Bulldogs 4-8 overall and 0-3 in conference. Earlier, the Lander Valley Lady Tigers put one on the 12-2 Lovell Lady Bulldogs, 54-41. That was a big upset, and the Lady Tigers are now 3-0 in the Northwest Quadrant Conference standing. So looking at the statistics, Tisso Gwynna, 16 points. Abe Lopez had 10, 6 points for Kellen Donahue. And from there, we go to 4 points each. Jace LeClaire and Tanner Bird. We had 5 by Bennett Washburn, 2 points by Brennan Stauffenberg, Kason McClung, Bryce Denton. And that was it. That was the scoring for the Tigers. And for the Lovell Bulldogs, let's see, they were led in scoring. Let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points by T.J. Sheeler, and all but 2 of those came from the free throw line. We had 1 point by Lundberg. Padilla had 7 points. Wambeck ended the game with 3 points by Parker Anderson, and 2 each for Crumrine and Ben Nichols. So that's it until Tuesday night, and Josh, your analysis. Tigers look good today with a lot of second players in there.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the bench scoring was key for the boys in this contest. And the girls, I mean, we talked about it. Stauffenberg at 7 threes and 23 points last night against Worland. Tonight, I believe she only had 1 free throw.
Yeah, she had,
So it wasn't nearly the same output, but then again, it's like Coach Stauffenberg said, it's next man up mentality. And when one person isn't hot, then it's somebody else's night to score really well. And that's exactly what happened. So for our players of the game, for the boys, it'd definitely be Tisso Gwynna. And for the girls, it was it Megan Winfield that had the leading score, then all those steals. Both of them. I mean, both sides of the ball. It's nothing better than what you can ask for is you're good. There's just offensive and defensive side of the ball where you're scoring well, you're getting steals, getting points off turnovers, fast breaks. That's what they need to do, and hopefully they both can continue that against Thermopolis on Tuesday.
And we'll be there, and thanks to you, Josh Henninger, for your color and analysis this afternoon. Want to thank Kurt Baxter back at the radio station for engineering and get us on the air today. Of course, we want to thank our general manager, Kevin Shields, for allowing us to do these games, and all the great sponsors you hear on our broadcast for making these broadcasts possible. Well, that's it from Lander. The Tigers get a sweep today with Lovell, and we'll be back on the air Tuesday night on KFCW and YO Today YouTube with the Tigers and the Thermopolis broadcast. This is Ernie Over bidding you a pleasant good night. Drive